You are live on the YouTuber sphere. You are live, episode 290, Musings, Sunday, July the 13th, in the year of our Lord, 2025. I am Mr. Brune, and I trust you are all doing very well today. A little bit cooler up north today. God, it's been warm these last few days. Anyway, chat, great to see you. Shall we get some guests on? Yes, let's do this. Okay, first up, folks, a rare treat for you folks. First up, I'll give you a clue.
Not eating anything today.
Why?
Because I'm just too hot. It's so hot here. I'm drinking water. Would you believe
Come
that?
in.
Hello,
What's-
everybody.
What does it feel like to arrive first? Come on first.
Feels like arriving last. Feels the same.
Never finish first, folks.
Exactly. I see the chat. Hello, chat. Hello. How are you all?
How's Rebecca Platinum going?
It's almost done. I just got music to do now, but that's going to take ages. So, but when it's done, it'll I'll let everybody know.
Do you have somebody to compose your music?
Yes, I do indeed.
Wow.
So yeah, I have to go.
Oh, look at this. You're a popular boy. Look at this. Not Brian Range. Hail Mega.
Oh, yeah, but I love Brian and he loves me. So there you go.
Hi, Brian. Okay. Ian, it's great to have you on, mate.
It's good to be on. Let's get the rest out.
Yeah, let's get them on. Okay. Okay. Polar bear, cigar, global warming. My mic's. My mouse is going a bit iffy. Here we go. Mr. Phobos.
Oh, no global warming bullshit. I'm just a smoking ass polar bear who's trying to make his way through the ice.
Isn't it called global boiling now?
Yeah.
When are we going to have like global evaporation points and stuff?
Listen, it's just global grifting, okay? But so leave me out of the whole thing. I'm just looking for a good cigar, so I'm still waiting for US to lift that Cuban embargo. But hello, chat, you magnificent bastards. It's been a whole week. How I miss you.
Your polar bear looks like he's walking in somewhere hot. It's like ice.
Yeah, Birmingham.
He is on Mars, so
he's on Mars, right?
There's ice on Mars, so you know.
Is he able to breathe in low oxygen?
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Okay.
He's a Martian polar bear.
Okay, well, on that bombshell, it's great to have you on, mate.
I breathe the same air that Deja Thoris breathes, but I can't really bring her out because StreamYards is being all messed up.
All right, great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the next peep on?
Oh yes, please. We have a great panel tonight.
Okay. Oh, mouse, behave. Oh God. Okay. The channel's very own mouse.
What are you operating from? If you're operating from a PC, then yeah, I can understand your problem.
I'm not going to soil myself using a PC. Professor R2, hello, mate.
Oh, hello.
Well, hello.
You're all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's been a good week.
For you, good. And on that bombshell, shall we get the next peep on?
Let's get the next one out.
Okay, it's your pal. Should we? Oh, God. StreamYards.
Where is... It's Squarehead's pal, you mean?
StreamYards have put a new panel at the bottom, so now you can't actually scroll down and bring the last person on because you can't get to him. All right, Price.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Price.
You all right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Are you in the toilet?
No, it's the normal mic, right?
Doesn't sound like
fine.
it to me.
Sounds fine to me.
Not to me, it doesn't.
If it wasn't good, Brown would.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
he's gone.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, you're back.
Can you hear me or not?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the echo of Leslie's cavernous?
Going well. Oh, dear, dirty. Price, it's great to have you on if we can hear you.
Great to be here, and if you can hear me, then that's
Look,
even
there you
better.
go. Look, here you go. It's not me. Look, here you go. Oh, sorry. Boomerang.
Oh yeah, it does sound different. I concur with Brown.
Yeah, like in a coffee can.
No,
I
tell me
think-
the truth. Is it the right one or
Oh
not?
my
That
God.
sounds off. Yeah.
No, I think you're in a giant cavern, which made me wonder if Leslie Headland was
This is
over
very
there
good
and
for
you
the
were
viewers back home. Shall we?
exploring her nether
Should we
regions.
just start the stream again? Sorry, folks. This
What's
is really
it?
well.
How many mics have you got though? Don't you just have the one?
He's
Well,
a musician.
Okay. I have a few, but the reason I always ask is sometimes StreamYards and those kind of Google Chrome, what they do is,
You're on
is
the
that,
wrong mic.
am I really on the run mic or not?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
think
don't know.
you are,
Wrong
mate.
mic.
Check your settings. Anyway, while you're
It's-
doing that, there is another price. Should we get him on?
There is
Sure.
another.
Assuming that he's not gone home, which I wouldn't blame him, to be honest. Oh, come on, mouse. Oh,
You didn't charge it, did you?
It's got batteries. It's just
Oh, that's old. It shouldn't have batteries. It should be operating by Bluetooth.
I was saying Bluetooth
somebody's-
works by what? Magic? It has batteries.
Has
in
it
it,
have
dude.
batteries?
Like,
No,
And
as
it-
in batteries, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Come
oh,
on, get with it.
Got it.
I just thought like the
just
engineer
amuse yourselves, folks. Just let
you
them
operated by magic.
Anyway, while we're fucking about, more people will be coming in, so there is a positive. There is another. It's been a while, but it's we are now YouTube royalty is now gracing us, folks. He has crossed the plane. Is it? The
Is it
plane?
King Charles?
No, not yet. The barrier, the outer rim. I
Is
don't
it
know. Whether-
Shooty?
Oh, we're back to Leslie.
Okay, look, the pheasants are revolting.
Get on with it.
I'm trying. Fuck's sake. Dark hour.
I am back.
He is back.
It's been a while.
Hail, sir. You are now YouTube royalty. Hail, sir.
Yes, I am assuming that you're saying because I finally have a video that reached the 6 figures.
Wow.
I know.
That's
Yes.
amazing. What was
Congratulations.
It
Congratulations,
was
man.
it was my Ironheart, my second Ironheart video.
Who would have
It's,
thought something as shit as that would make your channel? Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what's funny is Melvin is often a guy I bounce ideas off of, right?
Melvin's really good, yeah.
And he was like, I don't know if this is gonna do anything for you. Everyone just seems to hate this character. And I was like, you know what? I'll run with it. And then he came back to you. He was like, I was wrong. You were right.
What?
So
Clip that, everybody. Melvin was wrong. Clip it.
Dark Hour, I have to say, I was blown away and impressed at how you just referred to Riri as retard for 45 whole fucking minutes. Goddamn. Like, I'm convinced that's why, like, 2 years ago, you've been strung up and crucified for that. And
Oh,
now,
I mean-
like, you're off to the races.
I mean, so total time I have about an hour and 10 minutes on it, and I would have to say that in that hour and 10 minutes, I probably say retard at least 4,000 times. No, probably about like 30 to 40 times per video. It's pushing the 100 marker.
And the last one, I think you can get a transcript and do a text search. It's at least like 80.
Oh, it might be, yeah. So originally it was supposed to be because it's obviously her name's Riri. So originally I was trying to do it as retard, but I was having enunciation issues with certain words. So I was just like, I'll just drop the one. Apparently
Well,
that's not a banned word anymore, I guess.
No, not anymore.
No,
as soon as-
retard's good too.
Yeah, as soon as Nerdrotics started saying it and Drinker, it became okay to use it. But anyway, Dark Hour, congratulations. Great to have you on, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. It's like I said, it's been a while.
Been a
but
while. It's
I
been a
always
while.
consider this one of the homes of my early days of the streaming world. So
All our early days, mate. But it's great to have you on, mate. Okay, let's get some. Good evening, chat. We can see you. Let's get some. Price, are you with us?
Yes. Is it the right mic?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect? Okay,
Yes. Yes.
good.
Perfect. Okay.
The good old
290.
Price is back.
Price is right. Please like, share, subscribe. Fuck knows what's happening with the subscription numbers. Just stagnant, by the way. Okay. Superman. Are we doing spoilers first of all?
I
feel
mean, my whole
really-
video was spoilers, so
Okay.
Yeah, spoilers.
Whom Dark Hour, you can go first, my friend.
Mhm.
Superman.
Yeah, that's him. That's who that is apparently. No, you just my general opinion. I'm guessing.
Yeah, quick general. Then we'll go around the panel. Quick general, then we'll
So-
get deep into it.
So, I did not like the movie. I thought, Corin Sweat did a pretty good job, in my opinion. I think he did as good a
did?
job as you. I think he did as good a job as you could possibly ask for, all things considered. The script did him no favors, though. But the person who the script did the worst, in my opinion, for was Nicholas Hoult. I thought Lex came off as just an idiot the whole movie. There was too much going on, too much crypto. Just generally, this is not the way you want to start your newest venture. It felt like we got dropped into to me, it felt like I started a new comic series, but I missed the first issue and I was picking up from the second one. And that's not a good start. They shouldn't have had the other characters. Just focus on Superman, maybe bring in one other character, but certainly not like 3, 4, 5 of them. And it just, I don't know. I want, and I tried my best to go into this with an open mind. I wanted this to be good. Because I think that a good Superman movie, a good Batman is good for it's good for Hollywood. It's good for movies in general. Those are two pillars of the pillar franchises of Hollywood. And this is not. This might be dead before it even begins. To be honest with you, but it's making money.
It is making money. Price.
Yes,
Hi. How are you?
good. My general thoughts on Superman.
I think so. Yes.
I thought that it was a competently made movie, even a competently made superhero movie, just not a good Superman movie. So I was telling people that if this thing was just called something else and it wasn't Superman, it was just some quirky James Gunn movie with other characters doing something, it wouldn't have annoyed me so much. But because I came in expecting a Superman movie, I think this is where I have issues, because I don't really like what they did with the character. It's fine to do it lighter than Snyder. Snyder was very kind of dark and grim, but I don't need it to be like a goofball kind of circus that was going on here. That's like to the extreme in the other direction either. A nice balance would have been nice, but I guess nobody's capable of doing that.
Anything else? No. Prof. A man of few words.
Yes.
He makes them count.
Oh, we'll. I'm sure we'll get more words from him
Yes.
later. Overall, my immediate impressions out of the theater, I enjoyed the movie. I had a good time. But this movie had lots of problems. I think the biggest were that this film was just overstuffed. There's too many characters and there's too much going on. There's this plot and this other
Very
plot,
much
and they're
so.
all stacked on top of each other, and they're going this direction, they're going that direction, and it's just this frenetic pace in the film. There's no building of tension and release. It's just fight after situation. It was a real mess. It was not character driven. I think most of the characters in this are paper thin. They're one dimensional. I did not like. A lot of people keep talking about how they liked this Lex. I'm here with Dark. I think Lex was one of the characters that was done the most dirty in this film. I did not like Lex at all, and I didn't like how they kind of had his character at the end. I just didn't like it. And yes, there's way too much of the frickin' dog. Okay, I didn't mind the dog for a scene, maybe even a second scene where he makes a mess of something, whatever. But the dog is just there all the time. And I will say this: I went back, I watched it the second time,
What?
I watched this. I saw the second time. Superman is saved from death a minimum of 3 times by other characters in this film. At least twice by the friggin' dog. So it's like, is this a Superman movie or is it a Justice Gang movie or what is it? It feels like we got, first of all, it feels like we got thrown into the middle of a story. I did not like how we sort of we're in the middle of a fight and then it starts and we have to have a scroll, text crawl to lead us into it. But it's a real mess. There's too much going on. And while I did have a good time in the theater, there's just way too many things wrong with this for me to really heavily recommend it.
Good night, everybody. God almighty. Ian? Oh, sorry. Ista, sorry. Beg pardon.
It was shit. Oh my god.
Hey, that's Mega
It
Geek.
was.
That's
What are you doing?
yeah. I don't know.
It was.
Stealing
No,
thunder.
It was.
Okay, listen, man. I was a little bit bamboozled at the time. I got home, I took a nap, and I woke up, and I was pissed. And I realized, so there's like 2 movies. The first half of the movie is nothing but a bad joke with Superman as the butt of it. And I think James Gunn secretly hates Superman. It was insulting. It was awful. The rest of the movie was messy and crowded, insulting, incoherent. There were no characters. I left feeling nothing for anybody except the dog, and I just wanted the dog to be killed. And the
I wanted
humor
the
didn't
dog to
land
die,
at
yes.
all. So I think what happened, he cut 35 minutes out of this thing. Instead of taking a plot line and trimming that, he just took, a couple minutes off the ends of each scene so they feel rushed and incoherent, and he left all of the stuff in there. This wasn't a fucking Superman movie. This was a Mr. Terrific movie, first of all.
He was a
Because
highlight, I thought. Yes.
Gunn is going to go where Gunn's more comfortable with, and Gunn is comfortable with the weird, quirky C-lister things. So Lex was a mustache-twirling lunatic who was as smart as the writer could make him, which made him a retard. He's supposedly this super evil genius who makes the dumbest decisions at any turn I've ever seen. Lois was a swaggering, cold-hearted bitch. And I got to tell you, with a chin that big that makes Kirk Douglas look like Michael Cera, I don't think she's going to do better than Superman, who himself was a bit of a beta cuck simp. Superman never saves Lois the entire movie. In fact, Lois saves Superman. And then Krypto, I don't see why we have to suffer with an asshole dog just because James Gunn's real-life dog was such an asshole. Fuck you, Gunn. Fuck your gold-digging wife, and fuck your dog. There.
Other than that, you liked it, yes?
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, the play was awesome.
Come on, Ian. You can do some positives. Come on.
Positives. Look. I have a theory, right? Okay, so
Here
all
we
the woke stuff that's happened before, with the Star Wars stuff, the Star Trek stuff, was all written by people who didn't have an experience in life. That's why it's so bad. That's why it's so in your face, the woke stuff. But James Gunn is a good writer. And quite frankly, I think James Gunn's all for this forced diversity and forced everything. So therefore, his writing's when he sticks to stuff, it's very subtle. Now, for the normies, they won't see it because all they see is the action. Kids will go and see it and they see the action. But for us, people like us who know what's going on, we see it. So I will reiterate what everybody else said. They assassinated Superman's character totally and utterly. He was an idiot. He was weak. He got beaten every time. And he got saved 3 times. And everybody says that he won the fight at the end, but I reckon the other guy just got sucked into the black hole. But there were entertaining moments in the film. I must give Gunn that. But I don't like the direction this is going in, and I don't care what anyone says. No. I do like Corn Sweat, whatever his name is, but I still think he's wrong for Superman. He looks nothing like Superman. He
Really?
looks like a cosplayer fella, and that costume still sucks.
Oh yeah,
Right?
all of the costumes were garbage, man. They look like motorcycle leathers, and that
Yeah.
strategic subversive woke was placed all over.
Okay.
It.
And
Sorry.
also, right, I just like to say also, right, how come Superman couldn't beat all those soldiers? Yet Mr. Terrific comes in with his billiards and beats them all, right? That doesn't make any sense either, right? Also, right, Lex Luthor had Superman in a bloody box where he could kill him. Why didn't he kill him? Why? Anyway, right? I can go on, but I'll stop there. I think this movie sucks, but I know it's going to make a lot of money because people, the normies, only see the action that's going on, and they will gravitate towards it, and they will see it again. I've got 5 friends that want me to go to the cinema with them to see this again, and I'm going to sigh every time. And I can't say no to them because they've been long-time friends. There's 3 girls that want, one of them's my sister. So
Is it your
Oh,
brother?
you just
Brother?
killed that. You were like, there's three women. One's my sister.
yeah. I thought I'd point her out because
That's
she's
okay
probably-
in the
probably-
deep
she's
south
probably-
of the United States.
I know. Well, she's
Ian,
probably
don't worry.
listening to this. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I had to point her out. So I'm probably gonna see this 5 times, which I'm not looking forward to. So there you go. That's my.
I hate this movie. I'm going to see it
Oh,
5
yeah.
times.
I have to because of my friends. Jesus.
And
Have
Mr.
you ever
Brown,
heard of pirating movies? What do you?
No,
can I
they want to see it in the cinema, man. You know. There you go.
Can I just say this movie was supposed to start off an entire new cinematic universe,
10
But the-
years.
but the world building in this is a disaster. We already have animal brain interfaces, thought control, interdimensional portals, pocket universes, casual cloning, teleportation, anti-gravity tech, magic nanotech. I mean,
The-
we're starting it where the MCU left off. It's a mess.
You know, it's starting exactly from where the Flash finished. It's just the same.
Maybe a little higher tech wise, because
Well, yeah, it just felt like this. Just felt like the Flash for me.
Also,
It-
the
It
effects
is.
were-
It is
Oh.
the same.
The effects
is
were
the-
really bad, right? Weren't they? The bit in the
oh
in
yeah,
the
the
thing water.
costumes and the
It
CGI
was
looked off.
mixed.
It
Yeah.
didn't have 2 Ezra Millers. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that the effects were a bit mixed. Sometimes they looked great. Like I thought what they did with the Fortress of Solitude was really, really solid. And then you watch the flying sequences and some of the
Yeah.
other effects, and you're like, "This? How are these in the same movie? Like they don't even." It's almost like they blew their budget on half of the effects, and the rest were done in Microsoft Paint or something. I don't know what was going
Yeah.
on.
But
There-
even the bit where he's flying, though, I mean, there's a full load of people on the internet complaining about what's his name, Zack's, the way Zack makes Superman fly. You just see you don't see him fly. You don't see the beauty of him flying. And what does Gunn go and do? He does it
Spinning
even
cam.
worse. He does it even worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you need
Specifically-
Dramamine to get through this.
Yeah,
with the
specifically-
spinny cam and the
Yeah, specifically, there's a scene. We kind of get it a couple other places, but there's one specifically where he's Superman. I don't want to spoilers, but he's had a realization and suddenly is rushing to get to his destination. And what we get is this wild, frenetic camera fisheye
Yeah.
lens up in his face
Yeah.
for almost a minute worth of his flying,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
was about 30
awful.
seconds.
Every
No.
second of it is awful.
yeah, and the fisheye lens make his face look all distorted, and
It
he
does.
just looks like a goober. Like
Yeah, he didn't even look like the same person in that.
he
scene.
looked like freaking Super Grover in that shit, man. I swear,
Um,
except his nose was bigger.
This movie was seeded, as it were, season 1 of Peacekeeper.
Yeah, that's a
That
little
vibe-
weird too, because
That vibe,
yeah, well, Peacekeeper,
cameo.
yeah, that was that scene was just so random. But I still don't even understand what is going on with their continuity. So season 1 of a show from the previous thing is now part of this.
A season
Canonically,
half of season 2 with the third quarter of season 1 with the 3 guys from the previous Suicide Squad movie carried over with 5 guys from the other Suicide Squad movie. Do the math. It's easy, man. What's your
It's
problem?
very simple. Right from the get-go, though, I could tell that there was going to be huge structural issues with the movie when the first thing is you get this opening. I wouldn't call it a crawl. It was whatever slower than a crawl.
Yeah.
And it's like 300 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
no, like you can't start with words that say 300 years ago and
Yeah.
not, without a
Apparently you
sting.
can.
Well, apparently you can. It's what 300 years, like
300 years
centuries.
ago, metahumans
Yeah.
appeared, starting the era of gods and monsters.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
only have 3 of them for the whole United States, and they're corporate shills. What the hell, you know?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, I have to say the music sucked. Oh,
Oh,
my
the-
god.
The score in this was terrible, and the soundtrack was even worse.
They will never. They weren't going to give us a real Superman. They took the man out of Superman. We wasn't going to see Superman trash someone, you know, and everybody would cheer in the cinema that Superman actually got the bad guy. None of that shit. It was all very, very woke. The actual character itself.
Subtle woke.
It was subtle woke, but it was there.
No,
And
no,
unfortunately, right, if you think I'm wrong, all I can say to you is Bond, Star Trek,
Okay.
Star Wars,
Okay. Ian,
Marvel. You
Ian,
know what I mean?
It wasn't woke. It was just full. I think I said this. It was
Hmm.
full of Hollywood tropes.
Yeah, which is woke.
No,
No, but-
no. I actually would say this. This is
It's woke.
I think most people are trying to find out if it's woke or not. And in my review, I also said this. James Gunn is not one of those idiots at Disney, one of those activists. James Gunn is a little smarter, even
Yeah.
much smarter. So what he did was he put in things that were kind of woke, but he did it in a more sophisticated way.
Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning. Yeah. That's what I
That
said.
was a bit less obvious. Like, you know, I think that he absolutely got involved in geopolitical stuff, but because he didn't name a specific country and he made it that it's sort of ambiguous, you didn't know 100%, even though you were 90% sure, he could still claim that he was just doing something universal and not exactly pointing to real world events, which that's
Okay.
one thing.
Yeah, how about
How about the
when
monkeys doing social?
oh my
media?
God, the monkeys.
Hashtag super shit.
How about
Right.
when they arrest
Shit.
him and he asks for due process and they have this whole long thing? You're an immigrant. You don't get any due process.
No, you're not
You're-
human.
You don't
Okay.
have
You're
an alien,
You don't have
alien,
rights. Yeah.
Okay, you
That
know
was woke as
the
fuck.
okay, you know the kind of the war, two countries at war subplot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the geopolitical thing that I was saying.
Mm,
Ultraman, yes.
yeah.
Shall I do a very heavy spoiler, everybody?
Well, there is
mean,
spoilers.
sure.
Okay,
no,
there's
we
a
said it,
listen,
we
folks.
said it.
There is a heavy spoiler coming in, so don't listen for a few seconds if you're going to go watch it. Ultraman was the clone, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Why didn't the clone just go round in a soups
Yeah,
it
it would have
costume
made. Yeah,
and just wreak havoc?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
that's what I'm
because
saying.
gone completely
Because
ruined
Lex
his
is a
reputation.
Lex is a retarded super genius. That's
So
Yeah,
this
it's-
Superman story doesn't make any sense.
Nobody's
There's loads
saying
of-
that.
Yeah.
Nobody's picked up on that little point.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, you're right. I mean, it makes no sense, right?
There
Out
was
in
one.
the- oh, God.
There was one point that I was saying that was woke, and everybody until now has been having meltdowns, and I will not back down for this. Basically, they cast this actress Rachel Brosnahan, and for the first half of the movie, and you don't even see her that much in her scenes with, you know, Clark, Superman, which are supposed to show their relationship. I don't feel like they build it well enough, and they don't spend enough time on it because there's all these side characters there and the dog, but in the first half of the movie, when you see them together mostly, she's wearing something that to me looks like something a dude would wear to work. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, no, you're a terrible person. You wanted her to walk around with her boobs out. No, I
Yes.
mean,
Yes, I did.
first of all, I don't mind boobs out, but
That would be
let's just
good.
say that I understand that at a place of business, you're not going to walk out with your boobs out. But if you look at other shows and other situations this actress has been on, if you look at her Instagram, there have been pictures that she's fully clothed, dressed in like, you know, things that are not very
Basically, yes.
revealing. But the way that her makeup is and the way her hair is and the way they set her up and the way the clothes look, she looks feminine. in this thing, she doesn't look feminine for at least half of the movie. At the end, when there's a scene that Superman has to kiss
Oh, I
her,
missed that.
yes, they gave her some green sweater purple sweater to wear. If she's wearing like a purple sweater, it looks a little more feminine than she did until that moment. To me, it's all a bunch of bullshit. And when I posted it, even people that really like, even that I hang out with and I'm cool with, were like, dude, you're crazy for what you're saying. Some people even that like this movie got upset at me. I'm not saying that just to be like an annoying asshole. I really think that they tried to make her look less good in the movie because that's what they do.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
perfect here. Gavin Blackburn, Wrench World Sport, Oliver Gavin. She looks like a frump. Yeah, frumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Swaggery. Like I have the Lands End catalog out. That's her exact vest in the
They,
men's section, and her
Go on,
t-shirt
Darko,
and her
I
Doc
was gonna
Martin little punk boots.
I was going to say they made sure Cat Grant looked really good.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and Eve Tessmacher. She's
I didn't even realize
she's
that
a
was supposed to be
piece.
Tessmacher, by the way.
Except for
Yeah.
except she has brie feet. That's just,
Yes, I didn't even realize that was supposed to be Tessmacher.
Okay.
You never say her name, and then I didn't find out until after my review was over that that's who that was.
Did
she
anybody
has
notice
Brie
that
Larson's feet.
Otis was race swapped?
Oh yeah,
Yes, he was.
Otisberg. And
Yeah,
they
his-
named him Otisberg.
Yeah, his
But
last name
what-
is Berg. That
But
is
hold
a
on,
funny
but
reference.
why have these characters in? They're not part of Superman law. They were part of Richard Donner's law, but they weren't part of the Superman law. So why have Miss Teschmacher in it? Could have been anyone. They could have been someone that fancied Jimmy Olsen, but not Miss Teschmacher, and he was working for Lex. I don't understand
Otisberg.
Well,
this logic behind this film at all.
I have an answer to that, but I was saving it for the spoiler part. The thing is, this movie relies a lot on other movies and comics for its lore to do the heavy lifting, because this is all just bad James Gunn
Okay.
jokes.
Okay, speaking of law, how did we feel about the bad parents, tyrants?
Well, that's
Oh, you mean
that's
fuck
part
bitches
of-
get money?
that's
That's-
part
yeah,
of the
that's
character
part of the-
assassination.
part of the
Jurel,
woke-
is it Jurel?
Yes, yes,
Jor-El,
part of
yeah.
the woke thing, isn't it? That real families with mother and father, you can't really, it's a no-no with these people, isn't it? The adopted parents are fine because they're not real parents.
No,
but
Yeah,
they're
but the
real
actually kind of
parents-
idiots.
They're
They're
idiots.
Yeah,
idiots.
no, I know, no, that's not
Plus,
what I mean.
Dad's
You know what I mean?
alive.
What,
Dad is alive.
what I meant was it's fine for those woke people. It's fine for them. But I'm saying that the real parents, they hate real parents. They hate the real
Right.
family
Yeah,
units, don't they? So that's what
They
do.
I guess.
They
Yeah.
could have easily recovered from the stupidity of the parents' second half of the message story by just saying that it wasn't real. It was
Yeah, but-
doctored or whatever.
Gunn goes out of his way to let us know it's real, which is funny because it's nothing more than a dressed up Independence Day thing with a Mac and an alien computer. It's like, how in the world could anyone on this planet interface with an alien super advanced computer system where the robots couldn't decrypt the message in at least 10 years?
Well, they
It
did
made
it in
no sense.
Independence Day, so
Also, there's
Well,
really small
fair
bits
point.
in the film that really bothers me. Like, for instance, when they arrested him, they chucked him. They pushed his face into the pavement or sidewalk, as you guys call it. But it's like, why? Why did they even? It's only to show that how weak he is, and that's the agenda, right? To show white males as weak and stupid. And do you know what I mean? Because he's the main star. He was a co-star, as far as I was concerned, compared to everybody else in the movie. Do you know
Well,
what
I
I mean?
told you,
It pissed
he's
me
the
off.
butt
Yeah.
of all the jokes.
Yeah, there was no need for that. They could have
And
just
his real
arrested him.
father cries every time you see him on screen.
Exactly. Yeah, and just as I said, all these things are done deliberately, I find. But obviously, a lot of people say, "Well, you're talking about you're chasing at shadows, blah blah blah."
Right,
Oh, fuck you. Look at the history of films that have been coming out in the last 5 years, and tell me I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean?
People are so desperate to enjoy some kind of Superman movie that I think that even people, in some cases, friends of mine, are really looking at it through rose-colored glasses. Now, I don't mind that. I haven't said to any friend of mine that liked it, I haven't attacked them or said anything. I just don't like the fact that some people, even people that I like, are like, well, kind of attacking me or criticizing me for not liking it. I don't have to like it. And the fact that I said it's woke, it's like, oh, you're like you said, Ian, you're chasing ghosts. I'm not chasing ghosts. These things are there. I can't understand how people don't see it. You know what I mean? All the tropes. I've been looking at these movies for years now and pointing out all the agendas. All the tropes are there. The weak patriarchy, the weak main guy that's like an idiot and everybody has to save him. Superman is a damsel in distress. His real father cries every time, and his wife laughs at him that he's crying.
And she's ginger.
Lois Lane, they didn't even bring a hairstylist to make her hair or any makeup or anything look like a woman. She's dressed like a dude, like she went to Walmart to buy Hanes t-shirts. You know, that's what she looks like. A budget of I don't know how many hundreds of millions, and they couldn't even bring a stylist for her. That is a creative choice. And what people are telling me, well, James Gunn wanted her to be punk rock. Excuse me, I don't know if you've seen, but there's ladies that do punk rock that can still be hot and punk. Her being punk rock doesn't mean she has to dress like a dude.
Yeah, he seems to be obsessed with.
Yeah.
Well, he's obsessed with punk rock for one thing, which is sort of ridiculous. This 50-year-old director, but everything about the movie was some kind of self-insert for stuff that he likes, and nothing about Superman, which is why he had to rely so heavily on the comic book lore and the movie lore. But then he changes the single most important thing about Superman because he had to have some kind of choice near the end. Is Superman going to go with his new parents or his old parents? It's like, we know how he's going to go. He's Superman. It was just a really odd, it was a non-choice choice because he felt like he had to create some kind of bullshit conflict in there, and he had the means to do something more sophisticated and dramatic.
The first scene of Superman flying into the snow, blood in mouth with dog, that very, very much set the tone of the movie, didn't it?
Also,
yeah, that's why I said it started off as one big joke.
Well, everything said and done, right? With everything said and done from everyone in this panel, right? The bottom line is they had no respect. No, they had no respect for the Superman character at all. No. And also, right, they made him soft. They made him get beat. Right. This is subconsciously grooming the young to say, you know what, if you're white and male, you don't stand a chance. Do you know what I mean? And I just hate it. I hate it. Oh. You know what? Forced diversity, I hate with a passion. I really do.
Coming from the most diverse person on the panel, might I add.
Yeah. And you mentioned, you know, what's funny? You mentioned, you say they're grooming the audience. You remember they actually used that word in the film. And I just cringed.
He's been grooming a harem.
Yeah, he's been grooming us and bringing up his harem and all of this. It's like
the irony. I don't even understand why James Gunn of all people would use the term grooming.
Use the word grooming. Yes, why they would allow that in the film? That was awful.
It's always extra cringe when you know the movie is talking directly to you and not the characters in the movie.
Yes. Jamalama, the mighty Jamalama wrench. Oh, Jams. Ian gets it.
I mean, he hasn't even got a square jaw. He's got like a big square head. I mean, he should.
That's his.
No. I'm honestly, Leslie Head.
I don't. Go ahead.
Go on. No, go on.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's that bad of a look for
Superman.
He isn't, but he doesn't. I don't think he looks like Superman at all.
I think he does. I think he does. But here's the thing: whereas I agree with what you're saying about a lot of these things, I don't think it had the rest of the movie gone a different route. Starting with him beaten down is actually not a terrible choice because one of the biggest problems a lot of people have is that Superman tends to be too overpowered. By starting him, it's hard to start him on the bottom. You know, it's hard to start him in a journey that he has to climb. So stylistically starting him having lost his most recent fight isn't necessarily the worst choice. But what you do from that point forward has to build off of it.
No, I disagree, right? We have to see Superman to be super before he can fall, and then he needs to get up. That is the law of every movie that's ever been made in the entire world. You have to see him triumph, fall, and then get up again. We didn't. Okay. We saw him fall. That's what we saw.
If I may. Yeah. I agree with Dark Hour. I like him as Superman. A couple of problems, though. I hated the suit. I hated the suit.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely not his best
I
look.
don't know about you, Dark Hour. He needs the classic carpet carrier taper of body. He has a bit of a gut. He didn't get the the V,
Yeah,
the taper of
yeah, I just think
Superman.
it's
He's
just
like,
his. Yeah, that's kind of like I
bit
just
more
think
work
him
at the
as an
gym.
actor. Yeah, well, that V that you're talking about, I don't care how much you work out. That's just how your body is structured.
Yeah.
That's not something you can like gain.
His costume was awful.
It's definitely based on the
Party
New
City?
52 look. No, well,
Oh,
it's based on the New 52 look,
It
which
is,
in and of
definitely.
itself was not the greatest look.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, and you can tell that from, especially from the way that the cape is draped on the shoulders and kind of attaches. That it looks very much like the new.
Too much
52
embellishment.
style.
I think
Okay.
it could have been better if there was less
Do
embellishment.
we
on it.
agree
And-
with
yeah.
this? Side Effect Legend Wrenched. Keep the cast. Change the director.
And the writer.
Yes.
Well, he was both, wasn't he?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
There are a couple cast members because now we're gonna have to put up with Nepo baby Gunn as Mac
Well,
Lord and the
Okay, we've not even got to the
Yeah.
character at the end. Did anybody like any? There was one scene that I really, really liked. Would you
Yeah,
like to
there
know what
were-
it is?
I bet I can guess.
You know when he's, the where
Talking
we
to
saw,
Dad.
no, the when the energy imp or
Oh.
something is in the background, and they're all taking care of it in the background. and
Yeah,
he's
yeah, that
talking to
was-
Lois.
that was
That was-
actually done decent. Like
That
where
was
he's-
very, very
Yeah.
good. That was a
Yeah.
great scene. That
No,
was-
Yeah,
it,
it's
it,
just-
it wasn't though. It was funny, but it's completely contrary to his character because he knows the Justice Gang don't give a shit about people, and they're going to murder hundreds of people in the ground under that thing.
that was
And
the
he would
that
have
was
gone out and helped them.
okay. That was the scene that stopped me walking out because I was desperately fighting, wanting
Every-
to walk out.
multiple times throughout the movie, I felt like it was starting to turn a corner. It was starting to get some steam going behind it, and then every single time it was slapstick gag. It was
Yeah,
out of
the
place
dog.
joke. Or out
Yeah,
of
the
place
dog-
joke,
Yeah.
or just it
Fucking dog.
It was like a
Yeah.
car that just was stuck, and you're
Yeah.
it was trying to start and it wouldn't turn over.
That
That's
was
what it
one of
felt
the one of the biggest problems tonally with this film is that literally every time you get close to having a moment,
Damn.
there's something really maybe profound that we're gonna have.
Oof,
Even
have it.
even at the end of the film where we're getting Clark and Lex facing off and whatever, they have to ruin what could have been a moment
Yeah.
with the damn
With the
dog.
And there's no way that this Superman would let the Justice Gang go out without at least going out there to protect the civilians because he knows they
Yeah.
don't give a crap about them.
Did this suffer from the titty, titty
I like-
titty humor? Just
Oh, I like the titties.
Nothing,
Yeah, I love
nothing
the
ever
titties.
suffers from titties.
just
Yeah,
too
the
much.
titties. Cat Grant's titties were great.
No, I mean the the New Zealand
Silly humor. I think they cut a lot of that out actually. Thank God they did. There is some of it in here and very little of it actually works. Most of it,
Too much
once
humor,
again,
which
they
didn't
have to
land.
cut they have to cut any sort of emotional profound moment from the film by introducing some goofy ass thing or some silly joke. And yeah, it's messy.
You're
It
going
doesn't
to-
work.
Can I mention the one scene I did like?
There you go.
Yeah, when he's talking to his father on the bench after he almost gets killed and his life saved by Lois, and he finds out about the message from his parents. Because for me, Gunn ruined both sets of parents by basically an insult to anybody who lives in rural America by making them like dumbass redneck. But
Bradley Cooper was the dad.
I didn't even recognize him though. It was insane. Like he
And
looked
y-
so different.
When I was looking at the dad and the mother, I just thought, why didn't you cast Lady Gaga? That'd have been humor. That'd have been very meta, but it would have been good. Yeah, should have been Lady Gaga.
But as dumb
Those
and
who
redneck,
know.
as dumb and redneck as he made the parents, at least their words were wise. His
Yes.
father said, parents aren't there to tell kids how they're supposed to be. We're supposed to give you the tools to fuck up yourself. And
Parents didn't speak English.
Other set of parents, the redneck ones. Yeah.
Kryptonians.
And also, I'm still, I can wave my hand. It's a comic book thing, but the whole, yes, this message is genuine. How could they ever possibly know? It's aliens they don't know, speaking a language they don't know, from a technology they don't know, from a garbled transmission they don't know. Nobody can know if it's.
Here you go, folks. Titan Wrenched. Hello, my friend. I thought Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was the standout.
No, he wasn't. He was just a moustache twirling idiot.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
I thought Holt. I don't really have a problem with any of the casting here. I thought
I
the
do.
casting was fine. I didn't mind. I didn't mind the casting for Superman. I didn't mind Holt as Lex. I didn't mind really any of them. But it's just the characters do not work well.
I tell you what,
aside
right?
from Mr. Terrific,
I
who,
tell you
who
what,
was
he was
basically
really
the star, who was
Yeah, he was
basically the star of this film.
this
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
So basically, what I think, right, is that this film should have cast an unknown to play Superman, but also it should only have Superman in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should have
yeah.
been a
It
Superman
was
film,
way
Superman
over,
film.
way over.
Justice Guild film.
Also, if you're going to wear a black tee on your face, you kind of better be a black guy to start off with, I think is the message I was getting.
How are the
Well, that was accurate.
How are the Snyder Bros going to react to this? Because I just thought Man of Steel doesn't seem so bad now.
Yeah, that's kind of, I know how the prequel guys feel now.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
I will still take this over Man of Steel. I loathe that film.
No,
I hate it.
I think you could put both movies together and make a really good, decent Superman.
Have you seen? So if you see a picture of Henry and this guy back to back in the Superman costume, Henry he's got square jaw, he looks manly, all those muscles, he looks like he's a weightlifter. And then you see this guy, he's got a weak jaw, he's got big ears, he's got a really bad costume. I'm sorry,
Needed more
but
time in the gym
this guy is not Superman for
and
me.
more roids.
They couldn't let him show up Lois's jaw, though.
No,
she needed
They
to be
didn't
the
want
one.
him to be. They didn't want him to be manly. That was the thing. This is the
Cavill
reason why he's
put-
got a crap costume and a weak jaw.
Cavill put the gym time in. This guy needed to, but I don't think he did.
Yeah,
You know,
Anyway, whatever.
He wasn't horrible. I thought he'd have made a good Superboy. In fact, I thought this movie was written as a Superboy movie and then filmed as a Superman movie.
Yeah, it kind of is.
He's a grown
Yeah.
ass man. in this
Listen,
film.
I'm going to say something. You're going to make fun of me, but Superman is one of the few characters that should make a straight man feel a little questioning about his own sexuality. Cavill did that. This
exactly.
guy doesn't.
Yep.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Thor
they
did
won't
it
give that
for
to
me
us.
too.
The
Yeah,
men
as long as-
wanted to-
We
They won't give it to us.
As long as we're confessing, Thor kind of did that to me.
yeah,
too.
we need to
Okay.
hear from Vex
That's
how,
right-
how
that's
wet
right.
she
We want-
was watching this.
Cavill, the
agree.
men
we
want-
need the question.
Cavill, the men wanted to be like him, and the
Oh.
women wanted to be with him.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to. Be
It's
with
just
Cavill.
like James Bond, man. Listen, when I see James Bond, it's like, I wish I was that dude. I saw this movie, and I'm like, I don't want to be that motherfucker for 1 second. Hell no, I don't want to be that guy. Even when he was grabbing onto Lois's
Okay.
chest.
Any, here you go. Look, Mog. I was wet. Wrench will spot, by the way.
moist.
Moist.
Okay. Any positives from this movie other than Mr. Terrific?
It was short.
No,
I did
It
like
wasn't
the
that
pet-
short.
So I mean, I did like the pettiness of Gunn toward his detractors and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the monkeys was. I actually thought that was funny though.
I thought it
Yeah,
was silly.
if you have any science, any background in science or engineering, you're gonna get irritated at this movie. But I did like the boobs. I really liked Cat Grant for casting.
Yeah, I don't even know why she was there though.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
she-
Listen,
I know why she was there.
I mean, we know
There-
why she was there, but
yeah, there was only about a minute where he interacted with the Kent,
There was
his
no
parents, but that was great. I'm like, where are these guys? Where are these characters for the rest of the
point.
movie?
It's a badly written screenplay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
This
It's a
happens,
mess.
This happens. This happens. This
And
happens. This happens. That's
I
what it
think
was.
the full version is a lot worse, man, and that because that's James Gunn's vision, the one that they had to massacre just so the fans wouldn't hate it. Like
I mean-
he's not the right guy for this.
I hate to say it, right? Look how
Who you going
stoic. Yeah, look how stoic Chris Reeve was in the 78 version, and you look at this one.
Yeah, there's
And look
a
how stoic Henry was, and you look at this one. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
it's the wrong course they're taking with this Superman.
right,
Oh,
and
we
when he
know
gets,
why anyway, why they do it.
and when Superman gets angry, he gets stern, not unhinged.
Mhm.
All the males in this movie were unhinged, either screaming or
Absolutely.
crying, and all the women were little girl bosses walking around, maintaining. And that's just not how life is. So it doesn't feel real.
Even
Yeah.
Lex Luthor cried at the end.
Yeah,
That's
he,
what I'm saying.
he-
All
And he
the
should-
boys.
he's
Yeah.
a sociopath.
never. He should
Yeah.
never be crying.
Yeah,
He should
shouldn't
be,
feel any emotion.
okay, you got me this time. I'll,
Yeah.
he's going to start making the plans for the next time he's going to take out Superman. He's not going to cry.
And
That doesn't work at
and-
all. I hated that.
The
I
reason,
did like
sorry,
I-
go on.
I did like that Supergirl was wearing a skirt, but
Oh, we
she-
haven't got to that yet, have we? Yes.
Oh, you said anything I liked, and I liked the
yeah,
skirt.
Supergirl spoilers everybody. Should we? probably not.
Yeah, but
Supergirl turned up.
She's
she
drunk.
shouldn't have been drunk as soon as she entered the solar system. She was
reason-
still
the-
drunk.
The reason why Christopher Reeve did it well is that I think he found that balance between, on one hand, being masculine and being kind of confident and competent and very comfortable in the role, but at the same time, he also knew how to be a little more wholesome and maybe a bit naive in places. But he was able to balance this in a way that you bought that was the character. And in Guns, he wanted to make him like goofy and wholesome. Whereas in Snyder's, he's very dark,
Yeah.
and neither of those are right. That's why Christopher Reeve to date for me is still the best movies or whatever
It's
you want to
because-
call it, because I feel like they got the character better.
Yeah, it's because the Donna movie is in between these,
Right.
Well, and also again,
and that's
right,
what Superman should be.
I keep
I agree.
saying this again, right? The flying effects in the 78 version, a lot of people say it's cheesy now, but I prefer that than any kind of zip flying where you just don't see anything or some stupid fisheye thing that makes him look like an idiot. So I reckon they could do it better now, but we need to see the beauty of him flying because he can fly,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
it really pisses me off. This film pisses me off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
plus we've got this
S-
Sam
s-
Neill.
yeah,
plus
Marlon
Marlon Brando. Yeah, that does help.
say what you want about Snyder, but I think that visually, those are the things that I kind of did like. I liked how Henry Cavill looked flying. I thought that to me looked pretty good. And I thought that Zack Snyder, he had some ideas that I liked, but then there were things like Pa Kent's death and the Zod death and things like that where you could tell that he was going in places with a character that he didn't need to.
Yeah.
And that's what was frustrating about the Zack Snyder movies. But I will say, as much criticism as I've had towards Man of Steel, I still think that it showed a little more respect to the Superman character.
It did, yes, it did. And another thing I like to point out, right? How many times have you seen the 78 version where he lands slowly or he takes off slowly?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You never see any of that in this film.
Yeah,
right?
that
He
was-
just zips everywhere.
when I was
zip, zip,
thinking-
zip. Like,
when I
what
was
the
watching
fuck?
this, Maggie, when I was watching this film, there's the scene, and we saw it. It was one of the scenes that was leaked that many of us argued about, which is where he shows up and smashes his way into Luthor's
Oh, yeah,
office,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I was just kept watching that and thinking, like, what would Christopher Reeve's Superman? How would this have played out in that film? Instead, you would have had a shot of Lex in his office, and he would look over, and Superman would just be very intently floating
Yeah.
outside his
Yeah.
window,
Yeah.
just staring at him. He would be staring him down. He would be letting him know he's there. He wouldn't have smashed his way into the building and smashed the door open, nearly killing a human being in the process,
Yeah,
and then screaming at him and throwing his desk around.
Exactly.
That would not be
Even-
how that Superman would act,
Yeah,
and that's not
even-
how Superman should act. He should
Even
have
in the
control.
second one, when he confronts Zod and the rest of them, he flies and he gracefully lands on the flagpole, and he says, "Would you like to step outside?" He didn't smash through the window
Yeah.
and tell
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
that they were idiots.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. The worst thing about this film is they assassinated his character. That's what they did, and they deliberately did it as well because of woke. And that's the biggest issue I've got.
The
with this film.
woke.
Yeah, the woke.
The woke.
When Christopher Reeve drops off Lois Lane after their little can you read my mind thing, and he just breezily floats away
Yeah.
off of the bed.
Yeah.
That's a man. My blood pressure goes, and I'm old. I don't need that, but it had such emotional weight to it.
Yeah.
The only time they did that was at the end when they're kissing and he slowly floats up. But part of this was like none of the fight scenes had a lot of weight to them either, because it was too much CGI, or you have these little women
the
taking these
sentry
hits.
robot things at the end was awful.
Yeah.
Also, what does
Yeah.
it say? You believe a man can fly. I literally believe that Chris Reeves could fly, because there was a lot of physical stuff. Wires.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
literally flew him across the Fortress of Solitude. It looked so real. You couldn't see the wires or anything. And the way Chris Reeves banks is fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And
What are we
see, when
getting this?
when
Sorry,
Reeve
Frank.
got the role, he was excited for the role of it, not just, oh wow, I get to be Superman. Reeve was like, I get to be Superman.
Yeah.
Whereas I think this guy felt like I get to be Superman.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is everything what we said about this movie, did it all come true then, do we feel?
Yeah, I think it did. I think pretty much almost every prediction that people had: too much dog, too much slapstick humor, unfocused. That was my main prediction was that there was going to be a lack of focus.
Yeah, that this is James Gunn. He wants to make a movie with a bunch of different characters,
Yeah.
quirky characters,
He works
and he
best
did
in
that. And that's fine. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not the biggest fan of the Suicide Squad film, but it works. It works well because he has those quirky characters that he likes to play with and do stuff with.
But
the characters work.
He's really good. So the one thing he's really good at writing is very single, like one-dimensional characters that you could still have fun with. That's one
because
thing oh, go ahead.
you put them together and they have multiple dimensions. That's what I mean.
Exactly.
The Suicide Squad had very limited power sets and enabled them to combine them together to see what they could do. Here, I never knew who had what power, what anybody was capable of. Like any single one of those heroes was capable of killing Superman. And the fact that Lex has all of this, 200 years in the future technology, his entire motive of wanting to get rid of Superman shouldn't even exist because of the fact that, dude, you can clone 100 Supermans. Why do you care about the one? And yet supposedly he's obsessed about the most powerful man on Earth as an alien. Well, you can have 100 of them under your control. Why do you care? So his motivation didn't make sense.
Yeah, he basically decides he wants to get rid of Superman because Superman makes him feel small. That's what he doesn't like, because people like Superman more than they like him.
And I gotta say this: the first half of the message from Jor-El and his mom, it doesn't make any sense with the second half of the message.
No,
Like they keep saying it's real, but it's totally inconsistent with what we've heard them say. So of course we don't want to believe it, but
Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere. It's just like, yes, people are you are the last surviving son. You are going to, help people. Also,
it's a
get
non
laid.
sequitur.
I think you just wanted a harem joke in there. That's all.
Yeah.
It's a non sequitur. The two parts. It doesn't
Okay.
work.
A closing paragraph of each of you and a mark out of 10. We'll start with Ian.
My closing remark is it's going to make a lot of money. A lot of normies are going to like it. And my marks out of 10 is 2 out of 10. basically.
Chat, if you've seen it as well, throw a mark in chat.
Yeah.
Is there?
My thought is, if you support this, then this is the kind of slop you will keep getting. But kids are going to love this shit. They're going to eat it up because they're not going to understand the subtle programming that is being delivered to them. But I hope enough normies reject this bullshit that we can ask for something better next time
I
around.
don't think they are rejecting it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, not so far. But I'm giving it 4.5 out of 10. And I feel like, as usual, I am being generous.
Prof.
Well, as I said, in the theater, I did have a good time. I definitely feel like there's a lot of things wrong with this film. I wasn't trying to, overly to judge things while I was watching it, But in the end, just thinking everything over, this has to be kind of like a C for me. Like
That's not out of
it-
10.
C
Yeah,
out
I
of
know.
10.
So well, would that mean if you're going with grades, that's like a 7?
What?
But that's I don't know.
That's very
Everyone has
generous.
their different marks out of 10 or whatever.
That's
They say
very
5
generous.
should be average. 7 if you're thinking about
Okay.
like grades is an average.
An IGN 7 then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's an IGN 7 then, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah. Don't let me persuade you, but it is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
barely passing for me.
Price?
Yeah, I mean, the way I give scores is that anything below a 60 is considered a fail, and anything above 60 is considered a passing grade. And the way I see it, it was a somewhat competently made superhero movie. It just wasn't a good Superman movie for me, and that's why I give it a 60 out of 100, which means that I just gave it a passing
6 out of
grade
10.
and didn't fail it because it's not a complete unwatchable movie. It's just it annoyed me because I felt that it was disrespecting Superman, and part of the assignment is you need to make a Superman movie. So that was my main challenge here.
Dark Hour?
My closing argument, it's not going to be too much different than my opening one, is that I knew from the beginning, right from that trailer where I saw that they had Metamorpho and they had Hawkgirl and they had Green Lantern, and I was like, this is not when you do this. You do not start with a ensemble piece for the most part. This is the same mistake they made, only quicker the last time. They made this same mistake. And when it comes to this, like I said, I don't mind the very beginning. I know, Ian, I know you hate it, but give me a couple visuals. It doesn't even need to be moving visuals. It could just be still frames, like very nicely done. You could painting style or something to explain the where we got to. I think what was it? You and me, R2, we talked about earlier. The reason why it works for something like Star Wars to have that opening crawl is because they only tell you about like 10 minutes ago. They don't tell you about 300 years prior. And so, give me some visuals. I don't mind him starting at the bottom, beaten down, but you have to build him up from there. You can't like build him a little bit, beat him down again, build him a little bit, beat him down again. You can't keep it. After a while, it just falls on deaf ears. And there's just too much setup for things. People were laughing. Though I know that we briefly touched on it. People were laughing at the wrong things. His brother shows up. Sean Gunn shows up. It's so funny. He's there. It's like we know he's there. He's in every one of his movies.
Yeah, he's always there.
Yep.
It's like so. I mean, out of 10, what would the equivalency of a D be? Because there's at least some things I could pick out here. And
60.
Between 50 and 60 would be a D.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, whatever the equivalency of it, I give it a D out of 10. I'll give it a 1.
Are you going to give it a 5? I think a 5.5, don't you?
There was some elements that I could tell if given the proper. I do not think that they are past the point. I think that they can recover from this with some good stuff after this. People might just
will
kind of
they?
forget
That's
it.
the problem. They
That's
won't.
it. Will they? Will this Lanterns show that's coming out on HBO or whatever be good?
Yeah.
Will this?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, I love Green Lantern's my favorite hero.
Oh no, I love Green Lantern too. I'm a huge Lantern fan, but
Yeah.
it looks like they're gonna make at least one of the Lanterns is gonna be like homeless or something. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Will-
Mr. Brown, ask Amelia if she thought this Superman was hot, because she just nailed it.
Who?
Amelia
Amelia
Bedelia.
Bedelia.
I'm scrolling. This one? No?
Yeah, but and ask her how she feels. You said,
Okay.
we need Vex.
I think Amelia gave him 1 out of 10, I think. Amelia, do you
What?
like corn sweats, Amelia? Talk about derailing the stream. Anyway. Would you like to know my closing thoughts?
Yes, go on.
Yes, please.
Okay. I really wanted to like this a lot, but I was just frustrated with it from the first moments. The dog was just too much. The jokes were just played too much. Too many characters. Everything what we said about the movie came true, didn't it?
Yep.
as I said, I liked the scene where he's talking to Lois with the imp thing in the background. That was the only scene that I thought, okay, I like this. It was just, I think they should have done a complete reboot of Vibe, if you know what I mean. But they've decided to carry on they've gone from the dark tone of the early DC stuff, and now this is DC doing Marvel,
Yes.
and we never wanted that, did we?
No, we did not.
It works.
We didn't want it.
It
And
works
now
for
they're giving
certain
it-
characters.
Yeah, but we don't want it. I like Corn's sweat. He could be good. Bit of work at the gym, some roids. Get that.
I mean, supposedly he gained like 40 pounds
Yeah.
worth of muscle, but I think it's mostly the costume. You can't.
Needed more ab work. Needed more ab work. Just peeps. It was just frustrating. It was it shallow? There was nothing deep about it. It was just totally shallow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just
Very
shallow.
surface. Very surface.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely something wrong when this is a Superman film and the standout was Eddie Galeghi playing Mr. Terrific.
It's shallow. I'm sorry, I'm going to sound like an old bastard here. It is shallow, and it's aimed at people who are ultimately shallow. So I'd say it's doing its job. Marks out of 10. This is a genuine 5.5 out of 10. Folks.
See, you're the boy. You're the boy
It's
who
a-
cried wolf. Now,
It's a genuine 5.5 out of 10, folks. So fucking hell. Okay. We spent far too long on that. Shall we? Lots of sidestepping. Shall we move on, the folks? Lots of sidestepping.
I think
Sidestep.
you got a bit of super chats
Oh yeah,
coming in.
let's do the soups. Sorry, folks.
Well, yeah. Before we move on to this brand new topic that you just brought up,
Yeah.
He looks like Superman there.
A bit.
Doesn't look like Superman there.
It's the Phobos Wrenched World Spot gifted 5 NBA memberships. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Kelly Horns, $5. My Sunday was terrible, but watching the panel talk about Superman made my day worse. Made my complete day. Thank you. I would say
It made it a completely terrible day, I think
Yes.
is what Kelly said.
Cheers, Kelly. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Look, here we go. It's the Phobos Wrench World Spot, $5. Come on, guys. Help Brune hit the target. This is home for Sunday nights for me. Let's show a little bit of love. Cheers, my friend. Carl Voigtlander, Wrenched Wool Sports, $5. A man of few words. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
sometimes it need not be said.
It blobs off, doesn't it? Agents Alonzo Mosley, Wrenched, $5. Thank you, my friend. Such a great film, isn't it? Midnight Run.
Oh, that
Oh, it's
I
amazing.
need to watch that again.
The wonderful supermod himself, Franco Walker, Wrench World Spot, two boons towards the goal. Thank you. Cheers, Franco.
I can
Real
never
money.
give proper money. It won't let me do it in pounds.
That's real money,
Gray,
folks.
Adam Gray, Wrenched, Water Spot, $1. A man, a few words again. Atwell's two lovely otters. $5. Thank you, my friend.
Is that
Few words
Swappers again?
No, it's dollars.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, if you put yourself on a VPN, I think it
Oh,
does.
okay. I don't think Swappers is that tech savvy. It's
Oh,
the
then my
Phobos-
mic won't work.
Okay, Wrenched, World Spot, $2. Good time. Who was drinking when they saw this?
What, you mean alcohol?
Yeah.
You mean Superman or this current stream?
Either, I guess. I was
needed
asking
alcohol
about
watching it.
I was asking about the movie, but we'll take any
Okay.
answer.
I needed alcohol watching it, but anyway, just ultimately disappointing, folks. You may enjoy it if you've not seen it, and you go, you may enjoy it. Just be open-minded. To
But
it.
I'd just like to point out that people that like it, right? I I'm happy for you if you like this film.
Yeah.
But allow me and my guests to say what's on our mind and what we really think about the film. You should allow that. I can't stand it when people just have a go at you because of your opinion.
You're
Right.
racist.
Do you know what I mean? We should be allowed to have different opinions and still get on. Do you know what I mean?
Amen to that. You know, if
what's funny
if you
about
enjoyed the film, great.
I wanna-
But don't tell me that I'm wrong.
I want to point this out that a lot of people that didn't like this movie keep saying that Mr. Terrific was one of the best parts, which disarms one of the usual arguments of people. Like they would
Yeah.
Yeah.
so like you're not even getting the like, oh, you're just angry because they had a strong like black
You're
man.
a
in it. Like,
racist.
now-
Yeah.
now it's-
Okay, I think I would like to see a Mr. Terrific TV series.
And
He was in.
I'm not
the
sure that
CW film,
character.
wasn't
I'm not sure that character could really carry a mainstream.
he was in
series.
he was in the Flash, wasn't he? And he was gay. Do you
And-
remember?
And
Yeah, in the
the,
Flash.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
didn't remember in the theater that it was even the same one. And then
Uh-huh.
later I'm like, oh, there was some LG version of that character because the LG one was very different than this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I will point out the vast majority of people saying they liked the movie admit that it was flawed, that it was a mess. They just said they liked it anyway. But I've heard
Okay.
very few people say this is a good movie.
Okay,
This
I will
isn't
say,
what we wanted.
listen, if you can't get a cheap ticket, I would seriously consider if I would want to watch it or not. I'll just say that, yes. If you get a cheap ticket, go see it, folks.
Look, I have
Yeah.
I have a surefire fix for this DCU. You take the character of Power Girl and you have it played by Sydney Sweeney.
There you go.
Billion. Where is
Yeah,
And have a
yeah.
have a comics accurate costume.
Z-
That's
yeah,
also
yeah.
going to be
With
very important.
billion.
that'll fix any movie. But if you have to wait for streaming for this, you're missing nothing.
Okay, let's go through all the guff.
He didn't look too bad there. He looks good there.
James
Looks like a completely
Gunn.
different person there.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
it
was
does.
Yeah, it's a painting.
okay. This was early on in the week. James Gunn's Superman is tracking to open to at least 200 mil worldwide.
I think
He's
it already
doing well.
surpassed that.
Yeah, it's past that. If you
Okay.
add in previews and what we have the estimates for the first weekend, it's around 217 right now.
It's 2:30 the last time I checked,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
that's a 5-day, and that's an estimate.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that's the international box office is going to be pretty well
Superman
estimated.
earned a 122 on its domestic box office weekend. Third highest, 2025. Second highest of James Gunn's career. Superman earned 217 million on its global
I
box
think,
office.
I think Europe is going to help big time because Europe is really big into
Oh,
Superman. So
I don't
think
know.
it's gonna
I guess
help.
we're
I
gonna
think
see.
I think it's
Listen,
going to help. Yeah.
If James Gunn can't get the first highest of his career with Superman, then he did something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, what was the highest? I'm guessing Guardians of the
Guardians.
Galaxy 2, I would think.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, 217 worldwide isn't the best thing in the world. I
No,
mean,
no, and this is really going to hurt the next movie. Mark my words.
Yeah. The international box office right now is not showing up for this film.
not only
Right
that,
now,
they-
the estimates have it at around 95 million for the opening. You know, even the 5-day.
Okay, apparently
opening,
it
and
was a 5-day.
that's-
Is it
that's
a
not
5-day
great.
weekend? Is that true?
Mm.
Yeah, well, we talked about this on earlier. Me and Professor Artu. Like, when does the weekend start now? It used to be the weekend
Friday.
was.
Friday
Thir-
night.
3 weeks ago is when it
It
started.
used to be
Yeah.
that the weekend counted as just the Saturday and Sunday takes. Then they added the Friday. Then eventually they added the Thursday. Then occasionally Wednesday. Now, if they do a pre-release, it's the Tuesday as well. At this
Yeah.
point, everything but Monday counts as the weekend.
Yeah.
Right. And
I
also,
think
this isn't 225. That's not the real budget. There was another at least 100 million for
We'll
marketing.
get to that in a
There's-
minute.
Yeah, no, 150.
Yeah.
They spent a huge amount for marketing.
They spend an enormous amount. For
they
marketing.
need more than 500 to break even. They need
Yeah, 750.
They built and suspended a damn Superman model from the Shard in London. That they spent way more than 100 million on marketing.
Okay,
for
let's
this.
let's see what's next then. Superman reportedly had a 100 million marketing budget.
Yeah.
And it was a shit marketing campaign.
Yeah,
That
it was
the worst
terrible.
part.
If anything, it did damage to this film.
Is this the gayest Superman ever?
Do you know what? Right after seeing the film, I reckon those rainbow colors are deliberate now.
You reckon that
No,
they
they always were.
before.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that doesn't look like, to me, that doesn't look rainbow. That's just like red, blue, and yellow.
blue and
but-
yellow. Yeah, there's some other ones.
Yeah. I suspect they're deliberate now since I've watched the movie. But there you go.
Okay, Alex Ashgan Rentschler, my friend, one bill to break even with marketing. Then
I don't know if it needs that much, but
Yeah.
I think that it needs probably, like you guys said, something like 750, and I think at best that's what the movie will make worldwide. So the best case scenario now is it breaks even.
But I'm telling you, the world building damage this movie did is going to make it very challenging to have any other things set. This is essentially Harry Potter. People can do magic. It's anything goes. It's already
here
a
you go.
mess.
Here you go, new face, Adam Ledgway. Hello, my friend. Ryan from Friday Night Tights said it has 200 mil marketing budget with a $300 million budget. Fuck.
Okay.
It's
Shit.
weird because, like, where are we getting these reports from, though? That's
Yeah.
always what I question. I don't like to, I personally do not like to do a lot of this speculatory stuff for money because I don't know the validity of any of these numbers most of the time. Yeah,
Well,
like
for-
the stuff that is truly reported, yes, we have to take that on face value. But then, like, all this speculation of marketing and stuff, we don't really know. You know, it's some for all we know, it could be somebody making up a number and being like, "Yep, I've now established the number."
Well, you
What
never
was-
take Disney at face value. They have a
Yeah.
1.75 factor built into their bullshit. So
Well, I mean, that's the problem, that in recent years there have been so many cases where we found out later that for about a year or two, everybody was sure that there was a certain budget and marketing budget. And then like 2 years later, you find out that that wasn't even the budget. Like Rise of Skywalker, we were told that it was one budget, and only about 2 years later, they admitted it was like double what they said.
Here you go, folks. Adam says we know the budget is 300. Damn.
Well, if they just say, if they admit to 225 plus 100, if we just take that at face value, this still needs to break 750 just to get even, just to be even, just to get even. So, yeah. I don't think it's going to get, and I will say, I think the studio probably knows what it needs to be because they have themselves, even Gunn has been talking about this 700 million number.
oh yeah, and
Seven-
he actually said it will be a success even if it doesn't reach 700 million.
Do we think they could have made a better film for half the cost?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, I think if they would have had half the money, it would have been a better film because they would have had to trim a lot of
Agreed.
this out.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, The Batman is a better movie than this.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Where's Movie Cynic?
Okay, I will just say good evening, Slayer Nation. Hello, my friends. Okay, shall we? I think it's a side step. I don't know. It's okay. So we'll just
It
go
usually
through-
is. You usually have about 35 sides.
Yeah, there's a lot of these. Okay, Superman debuts with 91% on Rotten Tomatoes with 55 reviews.
That's probably for the verified reviews. That's probably what that is. So I wouldn't be shocked if you put in the unverified ones and that drops to somewhere in the 70s range.
Oh well, right now, if you're just talking about the critics and the tomato meter, it's come down to 82.
I think that was when it was pretty much the embargo was lifted.
Yeah, it's come down with 354 reviews. It's come down to 82. But again, Rotten Tomatoes, you take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's essentially cinema score because you have to buy from the company that's selling the tickets to do an audience review. But on the other hand, the normies, this is where they go to decide if they're going to go see it.
Okay, this is from James Gunn himself. He's pleased.
Of course, it's certified fresh.
Okay,
They wouldn't have paid for less.
Z3PO Reg for a spot. Love Z. Stop using tweets including. It's idiotic. Sorry. man.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, it is a low
Russian.
bar. I'll give them that.
Is that Russia Today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lauren Chen is back at it again.
Okay. Let's. Screen Rants. 4.5. Superman launches the DC universe in spectacular fashion.
It's 4.5
Oh, the-
out of 10 though. They're not
Yeah.
showing the full meter.
The only the only company
off.
the only guys that shill more than Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, what does Metacritic say in critics?
Metacritic is at 68 for critics and 7.3 for audience.
Okay,
See,
who's,
Metacritic is legit.
who's Fandom Wire?
That's
9 out of
another
10
one of
for-
these. That's another one of these.
It's a
like,
shill outlet.
Is this all shill sites?
Yeah.
they're all. I think they're all owned by the same person. Like they're just.
probably Jeff Bezos. Probably.
Rotten Tomatoes is run by a former Disney executive, and it's owned by the other movie studios.
Okay. Arch Colin Wrenched. Is there any other news? Doesn't feel like it.
No.
It's really hot, like pretty much everywhere in the world.
Yeah, nobody wants
We're-
to do
We've
anything.
been waiting. Thing is, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting to be
Everybody moved shit away from this weekend because of this. That's the thing. Is
Yeah.
like, yeah,
disappointed. Yeah.
I
That's
would have
good.
loved to have seen this and Fantastic Four literally go up against each other. That would have created some fun. That
Well,
would have made a really
oh.
fun week.
Do you know, I don't.
Disney would have been in a
Okay.
world of hurt.
Here's my other question. If Kryptonians are evil and he's supposed to take over the world and build a harem, then what's up with Supergirl? Why aren't they fighting? Why isn't she
She's drunk.
spreading
Okay.
her seed, so to speak?
She probably is.
I think I have a new found level of optimism for Fantastic Four, but I might be wrong. Okay.
Well, yeah, but she was spreading it on a different planet with a red sun. So it doesn't
Okay,
count.
here we go. Reported salaries for the hashtag Superman cast. David Collinsworth,
That's it.
750K. This is
He's an unknown. He's basically an
Rachel
unknown.
Brosnan, 750.
Yeah, but
surprises
her,
me.
2
her
mil.
chin got another 500K.
Okay, they get a bonus off the back end by lots of it.
Who cares?
Yep.
Move along.
Yeah, okay, move. Yeah.
And Nicholas Holt's best movie is still about a boy.
Okay, discussing film. While Superman ends up working well in the end, what hurts the film is a jam-packed roster of characters being thrown in at a breakneck pace while all battling for screen time. And that's from discussing film.
That's bollocks. The
And you
thing
know
that
if
spoils
this
the film
commie-
is the woke shit. That's
Right.
what
If
spoils
They
the
shill
movie.
everything,
Tommy is
though.
saying it, you know that
Yeah,
there's
the
trouble.
comments. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Dave.
Dave Cullen. Dave, we need you on here one week, mate. Superman, a lot of potential, some decent moments, but it's got to be among the most frustrating films I've watched in a while. Fast paced and disjointed. Superman isn't respected or valued. He's been beaten up constantly. It'll make a ton of money. It's popcorn. 6.5 out of 10. Fair, folks?
Well,
Has Dave got it
Pretty
spot
much
on?
what we all said.
Yeah.
well, it's his opinion. Do you know what I mean? And you got to respect everyone's opinion. So I respect it. You know. So
Yeah.
even people who like it, I respect it. You know.
Okay.
I do like the consistency of people saying it's fast paced. I think every single one of those
Yeah.
that you just read was said fast paced, whether it be a tweet from somebody or an official release review.
Okay.
But you know, right? Just an example. Okay, I went with one of my best friends, happens to be female, to see
Man, you just got all these women that want to go to movies with you. The Ians.
Mission Impossible movie, the last Mission Impossible movie. After the film had finished, I said to her, she said, "Oh, that was terrific," and I said, "Oh, but what about all this explanation where they were explaining the plot here, there, and everywhere?" And she went, "Were they?" So that just goes to show normies don't see things like what we see. So with this Superman movie, they're not going to see the stuff that we see. They just
I
gonna
am
see
getting
and
that a
then move
lot
on.
with my
Yeah.
review, my
Yeah.
my feedback on my review, because I mentioned multiple times how it's, why are they telling us this? Like, why are they not showing things? And then somebody in my comments will be like, well, they explain that. I'm like, that's the point. They shouldn't explain it. They should show it.
Yeah, it's well, why are they explaining things? Why is it there in the text instead of in the subtext? It's
Yeah.
because these are movies made for people who are on their phones. That's why.
Yeah, this is an iPhone movie. That was the one thing. iPhone. Yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, when Kal-El's on the healing table and you can see his wounds healing, the robot, you are healing, Kal-El.
He is
It's like,
healing.
yeah, we
Yeah.
can fucking see that. God. I guess it
Oh.
goes. I guess it's show and tell now instead of show don't tell. It's show and tell.
But
Look
I
who-
don't understand, right? He needs the sun to heal, right? I mean, in the other Superman movies, he flies in the nighttime, so I don't understand.
Well, he doesn't. He can still use his powers at night. He just
Yeah.
he gets them from the sun. Technically,
Look,
you
is
are
everybody-
exposed to sunlight in the nighttime.
Yeah. Also, Antarctica, not the best place to gather the sun. You know.
Well,
It's
it depends
dark
on what
to-
time of year.
Yeah, but even it's
there's
the
no
lowest
cold.
on the. Yes.
Hold
Even
on,
in the
hold on.
summer, it's not a good time.
Look who it is,
The
everybody.
winter.
The uninspired reviewer.
Get out.
Hello, Kizzy.
What?
This guy.
That's okay. As I said, it's fine if he likes it. You know, I can understand why he likes
This
it.
dude.
Wrench,
Who is this
2-0.
guy? This
I
guy. This
don't
guy
I
doesn't know
liked
shit.
it. Wouldn't rewatch though.
I don't trust this guy. Look at him. He's a
I thought
he's a
he'd
black
retired
cat.
from-
I don't trust him.
I
Yeah,
thought
it
he retired
tells you
from
you're
YouTube
retired.
before you
then
even
he's-
got going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just felt insulted on behalf of
Good to see you, Mac.
rural America, their values, and Superman in general. Man.
I'll
Okay,
tell you
let's-
what. That's a person. That guy. That uninspired. I would never have a show with him ever.
He should
know,
never have finished
Da-
going on YouTube.
Dave did a video on Superman, and it is
Mhm.
pretty insightful. What
It was
he
Yeah,
Dave
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Homework, everybody. Go watch Dave Cullen's Superman review. Please say in the chat. Please go on Mr. Brown Alliance. Please. Please. Okay, let's move on.
What's this?
Oh, God. Right, this dropped literally just before we came on. David Zaslav dropped a statement.
Mm.
Am I going to read it? Because I
No.
can't read it.
Oh, 3 years ago, I hired James Gunn and Peter Safran to reimagine and unify the creative direction of DC under one leadership team by breathing new life and excitement into one of the most iconic storytelling franchises in the world. James and Peter's commitment to honoring the legacy of the DC universe while forging something new and enthralling is inspired. I remember my first meeting with James 3 years ago. He spoke about growing up in Missouri and how the characters of the DC universe weren't just stories to him, they were like his
God.
family. His personal bond with these DC heroes was powerful, and I knew then that James was the right person to
Alex!
bring them to life. His love for the DC world runs deep, and it shines in every frame of his work, except the ones with really blurry, bad CGI. But this weekend, we watched Superman soar as James Gunn's passion and vision came to life on the big screen. Superman is just the first step. Over the next year alone, DC Studios will introduce the films Supergirl and Clayface, which everyone is really excited about because they really care about movies about villains, in theaters, and the series Lanterns on HBO Max, all part of a bold 10-year plan. The DC vision is clear, the momentum is real, and I couldn't be more excited for what's ahead.
Yeah,
I don't
unifying my ass.
I
Yeah.
don't
That
believe one
literally
word of this.
dropped before we came on, folks.
This-
Literally.
This
movie-
fractured the whole universe.
This movie, that literally there's a minute, 1 minute of this film made me have absolutely no interest whatsoever in going to see Supergirl. They're
Right.
introducing her in this. I went, wow, I don't want to see that movie.
Well, she does have nice legs.
Well, if you like,
You know that's going to be covered.
Yeah, but you can always find those on the internet.
yeah, but then a Clayface movie.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
Authority,
care.
Clayface, Creature Commandos. It's like, let's pick everything in DC nobody's ever fucking heard of
And
and
then
make a movie of it.
And then what we've seen of Lanterns so far, it looks like they're going to make Hal Jordan like the broken old guy who's, given up on life or whatever. I don't want that as my Hal Jordan. Gross. No.
Okay, so it looks like we're stuck with it for the next 10 years, folks.
If
Well,
it
we
makes it
we
that
might
way-
not
We
be.
knew
makes
that.
it
Assuming
that
that I
way.
got bust.
We might not be. The second one might be a big flop, and Supergirl film might be a big flop, and the Lanterns nobody might, nobody will probably watch it. So you
no
never
one's
know.
gonna watch that.
Yeah, you never know. It might just fall all apart. But you know what? I do want the DC universe to survive, and I do want them to do it properly. Because I do like
Yeah.
superhero in films, and it's a shame that we've gone off at the wrong foot here. Hopefully, he will listen to the criticism, Gunn, and do something about it. But I kind of doubt it.
I don't think he's capable of. He has a very narrow area in which he excels in, and unless he hands it off to somebody else, and I don't think his ego or his wife will let him, then we're stuck with this.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he say he wants to have like a hand in every single project, whether it be
Yep.
some sort of writing credit or directing it, or
Mm.
basically
Oh.
it's
I
not
thought
a
he-
single one of these projects will be without him involved.
Oh, I thought he said he wanted to have a hand job in every single project.
Oh, well, I mean, probably, yeah.
But you know what? One of the best superhero movies is got to be Winter Soldier, and that was
Okay,
treated with
absolutely.
respect all the way through. It was treated
Yeah, I
with
think that's the
total
bench.
respect.
Yeah, it's the benchmark.
And it's like, why didn't they do this with Superman? Why did it have to have so many dumb jokes and so many stupid woke shit in
Do you
it?
think Winter Soldier's better than the last, the Endgame and
Yes.
Yes,
Winter
much
Soldier is
better.
the
Yeah.
best
It is-
MCU movie, period.
It's
It is.
it's Iron Man and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And also, right, the way they treated Captain America's character in that film, that's how Superman should have been. Captain
Yeah.
America's all for America. Superman should be all for America, but we got James Gunn, unfortunately. But there you go.
Yeah, and Luther. So Professor R2 said, Luther has perfected neural interfaces, artificial intelligence, and communicating with the animals, but he has to call out fight moves.
I was talking about that with her in the.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't
the
have a
chat.
lot. I wonder if he's sort of latency.
Yeah, for me, that was one of the dumbest things in the whole film.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
him calling out moves for Ultraman during the fight. It
A32.
doesn't.
I
Oh, that
didn't
was
even.
garbage.
It's
What
like it's
garbage.
literally like someone is in a fight. Dark Hour. You're in the ring. You're in there in a fight, and you've got your coach on the sidelines, the ones telling you what moves to make.
Armbar,
It's
armbar.
Idiotic.
Like,
Well, the-
No, well, actually, I mean, believe it or not, that a lot of times, yes, that is how it happens. But the difference is, it's usually not tethered to some weird algorithm like he was doing. And also, I pointed out in my review that it was very simple to make it a useless strategy. If at any point he loses visual contact with that,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and then he needs the dog to take out the cameras once
Yeah,
he
he
realizes
couldn't
that's
use
going
his-
on. He couldn't
Yeah.
just use
Yeah,
his
he has
vision to blow
Vision.
him up.
Yeah,
yeah, your
exactly.
eyes are lasers.
Okay, we're kind
Exactly.
of going back on Superman. I think we
Yeah,
put that one
And he,
to bed.
and he
Get
couldn't
out of
get he couldn't get that stupid guy that turned his fist into kryptonite to stab Superman and kill him once and for all. No,
Anthony Carrigan. He
Why?
wasted. Anyway, okay, let's.
Yeah, you got to give us something to sink our teeth into, Mr. Brown.
Okay, is it that the last one? I think it is. Maybe.
is it shooty? Oh no,
No.
it's not shooty.
Okay. Godzilla -1 director Takashi Yamazaki has agreed to visit DC Studios.
I thought he was making
No.
something for Star Wars.
No, don't do it.
he gets there, they're like, "Look, we don't have any money." And he's like, "That's fine."
Yeah.
don't do it.
He's like,
Please
I
don't
know
do it.
how to work with no money. He's like
give
fantastic.
me
with that.
give me an iPhone. I'm on it.
Yeah, give
No.
me your catering budget and I'll make a movie.
Yeah,
And he did.
don't
And
do
then they're
it.
like, the catering budget is higher than the actual budget.
You
Well,
don't need it. You don't need DC. You're clever enough to make your own movie. Stick
Well, he did.
stick on your
He
side.
did.
Yeah.
A fucking great movie as well for not a lot of money.
Yeah. And you won
Shall
an
we-
Oscar as well. So
Yeah. Shall we move on from this one? Don't do it, friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sidestep.
James Gunn confirms he has read the Batman Part 2 scripts. He's great.
oh fuck off.
That's
great.
that's the
Great.
sixth. He turned down the first 5.
It's great, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't see the light of day.
Yeah. Just wait until I put my jokes in it.
I'm sure that Movie Cynic will be happy.
Oh god. Move along.
Fantastico
Okay.
Quattro.
Ugh.
Okay. Social media embargo. Fantastic Four First Steps lifts July 21st.
Also, that stupid music in the trailer, Fantastic
Fantastic
Four. I'm like,
Oh, God,
so
stop.
cheesy.
I
Just
can't even.
no.
Even
Um,
you like doing it fake on the stream
Okay.
is giving me.
After
fits.
watching Superman, I'm hopeful for this now.
I think I'm gonna feel much better about Superman 2 weeks from now.
That could be.
Yeah. You know what? There's room for 3 bombs in the summer, and they've all been tremendous disappointments.
Here you go. Girl, Alex Ashken wrenched. Hello. Girl boss. 3 gate. Yep.
That's perfect.
Mm.
Okay, sidestepping. This was from Chris is on Blue Sky. Wow, they literally reproduced my cover from Fantastic Four First Steps family. Come on, at Marvel Studios. That's got to be worth a couple of free tickets, surely.
Yeah, this is a
Dick
huge
move.
thing I hate that they've been doing recently. They've been stealing direct. Yeah, stealing might not be the right term because technically, like, all rights are to.
Plagiarizing.
Yeah.
Well, so this is one of the reasons we mentioned this on the stream earlier. One of the reasons why Image Comics rose was because artists and creators got sick of Marvel and DC owning all the rights to everything they did. So if they created a character and left the company, they didn't get to take it with them. So they were like, well, I'm just going to make my own. And we're just going to make our own company that we reserve the rights. And this is kind of like an extension of that. It's just that they don't even give people credit for doing these kind of things.
Mhm.
This just makes the movie look so much shittier too. Look at the
Yeah,
comparison. My God, it's
One
like,
of these things is not like the other.
is there any heterosexuality going
Okay.
into the piece here?
This is the first time I'm going to say they've got Reed Richards bang on. I was joking, by the way.
Oh my God.
Do you like that, Ian?
Yeah. You got the bang part right.
Just seriously, just move along.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
pronounce it. Shit,
Marine
can't
Corps,
pronounce it,
sir.
shit.
Move along, sir.
Yeah.
Move
Okay.
along.
Oh, see. Matt Shackman teases that the IMAX aspect ratio in the Fantastic Four expands to 1.43 whenever Galactus appears. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
Oh yeah, so that'll save this movie a gimmick. Yay.
That's so amazing.
It's called
Yeah.
Academy ratio. I don't know why they keep saying 1.43. It's stupid.
No. This isn't a cat. This is actually more square, right?
No, Academy ratio was square.
What do you mean, like old
Oh,
television?
oh,
Old
okay.
So
television
one-
back in the day.
143 is the full 70 millimeter frame. Yeah.
Okay.
But, well, from the top to
Yeah.
the bottom, yeah, but from
Yeah.
the sides, no. So
Basically,
yeah.
the way I see it, and this probably will be unpopular, anytime that
From
they
you, I
do the
doubt it.
square, it just reminds me of how TVs used to be.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
TV.
It's
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's
TV.
it's almost exactly 4x3.
well,
Okay,
no,
it is.
well, it isn't.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't 4x3. IMAX isn't 4x3. I may be wrong about this. It's Academy ratio. Academy ratio slightly. Tiny
Yeah,
little
it's
wider than
close,
the TV.
though.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
close. Yeah, yeah.
But an aspect ratio gimmick isn't going to save this.
no,
awful
you're
fucking
right.
movie.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So
It'd be great to
doesn't
come back
Mr.
here in a few
Fantastic on
weeks.
fire at the back. I mean, look how close he is to Mr.
Flame
Fantastic.
on Ian.
Arse must be on fire or something.
No, I think it's Mog.
Flame
Mog would do this better. Flame on. Like I can't really do.
Is
we
this
need Mog.
the gayest version of Fantastic Four ever?
Your ass is fire.
Is this the flamiest flame on ever?
Give me.
And
Like, why does that guy still have a job? Jesus.
won't it be fantastic? Literally, if he was back here in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, saying Fantastic Four, amazing. And on that bombshell.
Yeah, we should call him Reach Around Richards.
Please.
Okay.
move along.
So, hashtag Fantastic Four. The first steps is in Earth 829. What does that mean? In honor of Jack
828.
Kirby's birthday, 828. Sorry, 828.
So the main universe of all Marvel is 616.
616.
what?
Yeah, So
Yeah, but
They-
the
they num-
MCU is 9999.
yeah, it's like 9. It's like 6 9s in a row or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
1 and then 6 9s in a row.
That's very
Yeah.
confusing.
So basically, every time they create a new part of the multiverse, they just number it. But the standard,
999
well, it's one
Is that
nine
German?
nine nine nine. Yeah, it's the German one.
German verse.
Yeah, it's but the so yeah, this one is just another one that they've decided to use.
Another gimmick to save the crappiest movie.
Melvin Deeply Wrenched was what? Dark Hours. Is it viral yet? Dark Hour.
This one doesn't look like it's gonna. I have a feeling that there's some sort of I think too many people posted at once, and this is basically nothing. Most of the smaller channels are just stuck with their Superman videos. The bigger channels
Yeah.
obviously don't need that kind of help. So I mean, I'm okay with it. It's fine.
Yeah, YouTube is just effectively pushing out big channels. It doesn't want to know people like the smaller channels anymore
Yeah.
because it's just down to ad revenue. They just don't want to know. So that's why all the smaller channels are getting suppressed. It's been happening for about a year or so. But anyway,
You know what would have been a good way to honor Jack Kirby? Give some credit to the fucking comic book artists instead of ripping their stuff off and
Okay.
pretending they don't exist.
well, he's got a street named after him. Jack Kirby's birthplace at the corner of the Lower East Side of New York City is officially being renamed to Jack Kirby Way.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that
it's
wasn't
just-
Marvel. That's New York.
Well, Yancey Street is where the thing is from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
that's
Okay, Price's Superman video as well.
Thank you.
Uh,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you want to,
yeah.
if you want to honor Jack Kirby, why not tell fucking Senor Fantastico to look like the character that he drew?
Yeah,
That
you
would
go,
be easy.
Yeah, or
you
know,
go.
throw some comic book artists.
There you go, Stephen John. Oh, Stephen, how about casting someone who looks like Kirby's Reed Richards?
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. At
Mm-hmm.
least shave the mustache off, for fuck's sake.
It's like it's not even a good mustache, and you've shaved it off for worse, like for dumber stuff. You shaved it off for that stupid Wonder Woman movie.
No, it's,
here we go.
It's a good mustache for what he uses it for.
The internet help desk range for a spotlight, my friend. Mr. Brown answers me. IMAX ratio is 1570 or 11.466. So a 1.431 is a condensed, more detailed version of that. I'm going to
Basically,
sleep well
basically,
tonight.
basically what they do is they just bring the pixels in for pixel density, and
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I would say it's Academy ratio, but it's I think it's Academy ratio that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I might be wrong. You know.
And-
Fractionally, it's almost no different than 4x3.
Yeah.
It's literally a handful of pixels on the right and left. It's a little bit taller than 4x3.
Okay, Uninspired Reviewer Wrenched. What's your next anticipated film of the year that isn't F4?
I don't even know what else
you're
is coming out.
Is there anything else coming out?
Rebecca Gold. There you go. I said it.
It's not a movie though.
Predator
Of course
Badlands.
it is. It's a movie. There you go.
Off the top of my head, the one movie I've enjoyed this year was F1.
F1's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, that's been a good movie.
A lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that was, and probably the Jason Statham one.
I enjoyed
Working
that as
Man.
well.
Working Man. You talking about?
Yeah, Working Man
Working Man.
and Warfare.
Yeah, Warfare was terrific. I
Okay.
saw it today.
I will agree with this. I want to know when it's coming out. Smashing Machine, yeah, with The Rock. When's it
Oh,
coming out?
that. Hold on, I'll look it up.
that was
I
really good.
Oh,
I think
what about that one with
want to say September or October, like
the one in space? The one, was it Hail Mary?
Yeah,
October
that's not
3rd.
until next year. Oh, it's this year?
It's this
well,
year, I
October
think.
3rd is the Smashing Machine.
Okay. Yeah,
October-
Hail Mary's next year.
October. Jesus.
Is it next
October
year?
3rd.
Seriously?
Yes,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
year.
Oh,
Okay.
nobody too. I'm looking.
Oh yeah,
forward to
Nobody
that.
Two. Yes, I saw
Yeah,
the
that could be cool.
big
Yeah, that
stand
could
up
do
for
well.
that. Yeah, okay. Shall we move on then?
Oh,
Okay,
no.
just quick. Every slide I do just goes, oh no. Official Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is wrapped.
Why? Nobody watched the other one.
Released
Wait.
in March 2026.
I thought they wrapped it at the same. It's just the second half of the first season. They already wrapped it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Night Cop.
This-
Jessica
this
Jones
was-
is in this one, isn't she?
This was probably like whatever wasn't filmed or reshoots that they have to do.
Oh god,
Oh, The Running Man comes out November 7th.
that looks a bit cheesy though.
Absolutely.
So was the original one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's a possibility. And then, of course, the one that I'm not going to see is Avatar: Fire and Ice. Some bullshit on.
You won't have to see it because apparently everybody you know will see it 100 times and no one will talk about it for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
Whenever I will lap it up. Avatar.
I'll go and see it because it is an event, and James Cameron's good at making event movies
Yeah.
in the cinema. So I'll definitely go and see it.
I don't know a single person who saw the second one in theaters.
I
and
did,
somehow
I
it
saw
made
Yeah, I
it.
did. It's fantastic.
I saw
But,
it.
okay, you're the first two I've ever met. And,
But
and it made like $5 billion.
Okay.
Like, how is that
No,
possible?
I've got-
Everybody I know should have seen that movie.
I've got one. There's one coming out that may be good. Tron Ares, October 10th.
I'm not looking
Maybe.
forward.
That's
No,
either going to be. There's no in between with that. It's either going to
Okay.
be awesome or
Listen,
I'll
terrible.
give it a miss.
If
I'll give it a
if, you,
miss.
if you've done a ton of drugs in the 90s, you'll love Avatar every time. But anyway,
No,
Shall we
you
move
still
on?
have to be doing the drugs now. Sure.
No, but I look in its defense, and I'm not really defending it. To tell you the truth, I saw it in 3D and in IMAX because I got invited.
First
to
one was amazing,
yeah, and no, it's the second one. So it was, as I said, it's an event thing. So if you watch it on TV, you get a different experience. If you watch it in the cinema in 3D and
Yeah.
IMAX, it's another different experience. And for that experience, I liked it.
okay,
The film wasn't very
Avatar-
good.
Ava-
but it was
Avatar is
fine.
a very much state of the art of
Yeah,
technology
that's what it's,
film.
yeah,
right?
it's what it's about. Yeah.
Okay, Melvin Deeply Wrench for the spot. Uninspired's Dread video, folks. 700k counting. Check it out afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah, with Avatar, I think that the problem is the second I left the theater,
Yes.
as I was already
Not-
walking towards the door, I was forgetting. Like my brain
Yeah.
was dumping all the memory from the movie. And by the time I got to my car, I think I quickly did like a little video and I barely even remembered what I was looking at.
Okay, and on that bombshell. Okay, so
Mr.
birthdays
Harrison
today. Happy 83rd birthday to Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right when it's all said and done, I think he had a great career, and I really enjoyed most of his stuff.
Some of
Even Witness, I loved him in Witness. I thought he was great in Regarding Henry. Do you know what I mean? I think he's got acting chops, but he's just grown into an old,
Yeah, well,
grumpy old man now, isn't he?
well, he went from a grumpy young man to a grumpy old man. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
always
he
been
came
grumpy.
out. He came out of the womb too old for this shit, basically.
Yeah, and he has a very noticeable lack of gratitude for what the blessings of his own life, and it just makes him a jerk.
The only reason he's still acting, I think, is because he's crashed like 3 planes. He probably owes a lot of money. So it's-
I don't know. I do respect him, and as I said, right, the first time I saw him in Star Wars, I thought he was one of the best things about Star Wars. He was funny in that. He was dashing.
Oh, yeah.
He was a hero that you wanted to be. And then all of a sudden he changed into this grumpy old man,
Yeah.
even though he was young. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It was very weird.
I just don't think he realised just how lucky he was.
He
And he
still
didn't.
doesn't.
And he didn't embrace it, and he's just a grumpy old twat.
Do you know what, right? The first time I saw him, and I kid you not, was in an episode of Kung Fu. And he played a sheriff. And he said one line. He said, "Let him out." And that was it. And he walked off. Seriously, that was the first time I ever saw him.
That was
Ashcan wrenched Mr. I Don't Care Ford, yeah.
that was the last time I enjoyed acting. Was in Kung Fu.
Oh, here you go.
Fuck off.
Amelia Bedelia wrenched. Hello, Amelia. Carrie Fisher said it best. He's a fucking liar.
They had a thing together,
Oh.
didn't they? Those two.
Ouch.
They had
Didn't she
thing
have a
together.
thing with everybody on that?
yeah,
movie?
if you had an 8-ball, she was all about you. That's
Especially
basically how it worked.
the D-Los from Columbia. If you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, I had a ton of 8-balls in '77. You kidding?
Did you
Okay.
think- sorry, just one more thing.
Yeah,
Did
and
you
I could have
see
gotten the princess.
the outtake of him and Carrie Fisher in Empire Strikes Back. You know that scene where he says, "You can use a good kiss." Remember that? I would rather kiss a Wookiee. You know the
Yeah.
original version. She is the one that says the line. She's the one that says a really funny line before he leaves.
You've obviously
Have you not seen it?
those
It's on YouTube.
You've obviously seen the same video I've seen.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Okay. Birthday sidestep.
Ah,
Holy shit! I did,
Patrick
Professor Archer,
Stewart.
how did we miss this earlier today?
I don't know. We
He-
missed
he
we
loves
missed that it was
Data.
25th anniversary of
I
the film.
love you.
Data.
Data.
What a load of rubbish.
I lost all respect for this dude
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's a shame. It's
after
a shame.
season 1 of Pick Your Nose.
Yeah, it's a shame. It really is a
You
shame.
mean
'cause
when
I
he was-
really
what-
did used to like him.
You mean the toilet scene didn't do it for you?
The entire show didn't do it for me.
It's just absolute nonsense.
The French beret scene. It's like, what the fuck? What?
Good lord.
Yes. Oh,
How old is he? Does it say?
83.
At least his-
83. Wow.
Okay. Occasionally I do go over to Instagram. Who saw this?
Yeah, but that's not real though.
It's a wig, but Christ.
No, but it's still not real though. 'cause
John
it-
Travolta, 71.
No, fuck that. No,
he is not going to look like that in person.
No.
Heavy
excuse me,
duty
guys.
Instagram filter.
I have to interject here. I met this man maybe three years ago in person, and I don't know.
Is it a
I don't know what
date?
I don't know what his real hair or what he does, but he had hair, and he looked pretty okay. I mean, he looked like John Travolta.
He's bald as a cue ball.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what he
Shades off.
whatever it is that he does to overcome that, and when I saw him, it looked fine, and he
Okay.
seemed like he actually
what-
seemed like a nice guy. too.
Adrenochrome, apparently.
Yeah, maybe there is something to that Scientology because Tom Cruise is also looking.
I think they photoshopped it and stuff like that to make his face look a bit younger because his face
mean,
is more rounded now because he's a lot
Yeah,
older.
he doesn't look bad for his age, but
No,
still.
he doesn't.
Lots of
Yeah.
hair dye going on, but it looks fucking good.
Yeah.
For 71, it's fucking
Do
great.
you have to dye a wig?
No 70-year-old has a beard like that. I'm sorry. It just
That's what I'm
doesn't happen.
saying. I think it's photoshopped a bit. you
Turkish
know.
hair transplant.
Well, you could get that.
He has all sorts of children's organs grafted onto his body.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does dye the beard.
I do like John
yeah.
Travolta though. I think
Yeah, so do
he's-
I.
he's
Yeah,
given
yeah.
us some amazing performances throughout his career. I think he's-
And you know what? He's never struck out at the fans. He's
no, yeah.
he's grateful and he's gracious and generous. So I'll give him
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's
I can confirm that, and I'll also say that prior to meeting him, I never really thought like, oh, I have to meet John Travolta, and even before that, like, but as he was in proximity to me, and then he talked to me, and I talked to him for like for a bit. He was really nice to other people around him, really down to earth, and you know what? As he was talking to me, I'm like, hey, it's John Travolta. You know what I mean? Like, even that I'm like very cynical and very kind of a jerk. I couldn't help but think that, hey, it's,
John
he was
Travolta.
in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, he's in Pulp Fiction. He was in Grease.
Yeah.
He was in
So
all
you
this
got
stuff.
starstruck, is what you're saying.
did
I
you go
wouldn't
up and say?
I wouldn't say starstruck because that's not something I do, but I'll say that at least more than usual, I was at least mildly happy for a few seconds, especially because he's also a nice guy. He wasn't like some jerk. He was so nice, and he was talking
Yes.
about his movies with me, and we were talking about like movies, and I don't know, he has a very nice way of talking to other people and very grounded. So
And he's had
have to
some
say
real
that.
bad personal tragedy in his life, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you go up to him and say, Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter.
Okay,
No,
that's-
but you know what I said? I did say to him, because it's good that you mentioned that. Basically, we were talking about Tarantino, and he was explaining.
do.
What'd you say?
As you do, go on.
And then there were
Sure.
a few people, like, it was him talking to me and a few people. And basically, we were talking to him about Tarantino, and he said how much he loved working with him. And he was saying that Tarantino must have seen him in stuff like Grease and things like that, and really wanted him to bring that vibe, like this
Yeah.
kind of old school John Travolta vibe. And I said, he also probably saw you in Welcome Back, Kotter, because I think that some of your character has a little bit of that too. And
Oh,
he's
totally.
like, and he said, you're absolutely right. And there was one other thing that I managed. It's like when there's a professor and everybody's trying to impress him. There was one other thing that I said that impressed him. That there are
You
two
met Leslie
versions.
Adland.
What'd you say? No. There's two versions of Saturday Night Fever. So what I told him is that a lot of people, because I think he was sort of implying that people don't take that movie seriously, even though he thought that he gave a really, kind of deep performance. And I said the reason why is that there's sort of a second version that for TV in America they showed for years, and even in some video stores they had this other version which was edited to be PG. So all this kind of stuff that's more dark from the movie is just removed. And then he said, you know what? You're right. I never really liked that there was another version, and it takes away from the work I did on the movie, and you're absolutely right. And that was it. I
good
felt like
Well,
I did my piece.
So what
You're
saying
his
is
best
the
friend
price-
now,
the
man.
Price is Right.
Yeah, the movie is about growing up, in New York, in Brooklyn, I think. And the majority of the film isn't disco, so
Okay.
I think they butchered it for TV and really scraped out the heart of that movie.
That was John Badham, wasn't it? The guy who
Yes,
did
John
Blue
Badham.
Thunder, isn't it?
Yeah, and War Games. Yeah.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mum
Yeah,
was watching this yesterday.
It's worth checking out the full version of that movie for young ones in the chat that weren't around when it
Okay. 40 years ago today, folks, or
Oh,
yesterday
yeah.
now.
They showed it yesterday. They showed
Dire
the whole of
Straits,
it.
Elvis Costello, Sting, Queen, Brian Ferry, The Who, David Bowie, Elton John, George Michael, Paul McCartney. That's all. It's mad how many great English artists played Wembley
They
Stadium.
haven't got Queen there, is it?
Yeah, they didn't even mention Queen.
Because that's
Um,
what I'm saying,
Oh, it
because
is
when-
Queen. It is, does
the-
say Queen up there. Sorry.
When this
The-
poster came out, right, they were unsure who was going to, like Stevie Wonder wasn't there, not
Yeah.
even in the American version, so they were unsure. I think this is the poster that BBC put out, I think.
Okay, I will say Queen's 24-minute performance is on the Queen official YouTube channel for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
a quick
it's-
look. Really good.
It's brilliant.
It's incredible. Yeah.
I remember.
There's a bunch of absolutely like career-making performances.
I
at this
remember
event.
actually coming home from work and watching it halfway, and I was glued to the set all the way through till
Yeah.
12 o'clock in the night. And I don't know about when you guys joined it from the States. I don't know when you guys, because it would have
Yeah,
been
they're
in the morning, wouldn't
Philadelphia.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was negative 3 years old, so I couldn't answer that question.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
okay.
Z3PO Wrench Spot. I almost died, so I watched Live Aid in hospital.
Oh, right.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Bad
right.
motivated, apparently.
I remember it came on after the early evening news, so maybe 6 p.m. Eastern time. I watched it till like 3 a.m.
Phil Collins.
Oh, he was great, and I remember at work they had the TV on, and when it started with Status Quo rocking all over the world as it
Even the
started.
Quo
didn't
were
it?
great.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay.
Status Quo wasn't.
So wait, so this was I don't know shit about this. So
Right.
this was 2 concerts that were basically concurrent with each other. That's what it was.
So
Yep.
in one day, yes.
yeah. So basically, we started off at I think it was half 10
was-
or half 9.
It was midday. We started
midday,
at midday.
right? And then we went straight through till 1 o'clock in the morning or 12, and then we handed it over to Philadelphia, and they carried on.
No,
That
I
is a
thi-
really cool
Okay,
concept.
I think the UK finished about 10:30, 11.
All right. And Phil Collins, he played in the UK and took a Concorde to America, so he could drum
Yep.
for one of the American bands.
Oh, I have actually heard of that before.
Really
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and
I
if you
love-
saw
love Phil
the retrospective film they did about Queen and Freddie Mercury, what was I can't remember the name of it, but
Yeah,
Bohemian.
Bohemian
Was it
Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the name. But yeah, they have this performance in the film.
Yeah,
Phil
and,
Collins is a big part of the
Okay.
movie.
and Santana's bit is just
Okay.
extraordinary.
Let's do some sidestepping then.
Up.
Okay.
Paul
Ah.
O'Kane said, "I still have my ticket. £5 to get in."
I know, right?
Well,
That's
the
crazy,
ticket,
right?
the tickets were £25. Five quid to get in.
Yeah.
20 of that went to the donation. The
Yeah.
five.
But,
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was
Those would
$25 in the U.S. as well. So it was 20.
All
it was-
proceeds to Band-Aid. That's
Yep.
But
Yeah.
what's his name? Who was the guy that ran it again? What's his name?
Bob Geldof.
Bob
yeah,
Geldof. He was shitting it because halfway through the money wasn't coming in. He was literally
Just
bricking
give
it.
me the
because-
fucking
yeah.
money.
And he
Yeah.
He
literally
never said it
swore
apparently,
live,
but,
didn't he? He did. He said that live.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets would be 50 grand a piece if they held this today.
No, yeah, exactly. But
That's
And
how
only
much Taylor
only
Swift-
$50 of it would go to
Yeah,
to some
45
actual aid.
Yeah, $45,950 goes to Ticketmaster.
halfway
Okay.
through, he got really panicky because I think it cost him. Well, it didn't cost him, but they were like, I think it was $1 million to hire the Wembley Stadium, wasn't it? And then he had to bypass that, and then he had to make a profit out of that. So halfway through, he was really panicking. But they did make it in the end. They did.
Yeah.
So
I
there
would
you go.
imagine the television rights was pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay, some sidestepping then.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Queen at Live Aid, Freddie Mercury owning the stage, quite possibly the most famous moment in live performance history, and not a single mobile phone in sight.
Absolutely, absolutely, brilliant performance by Freddie.
Yeah, there's never going to be anything like this ever again.
No.
Cheers, Donny.
I feel, a little bit sad.
Mm.
As I said, this performance is on the official Queen
Yeah.
YouTube channel. It's on for 24 hours.
Yeah, I just
It's-
saw it over there. It's
It's worth 24 minutes of your life.
incredible quality too. Yeah, they've got an original.
It's funny.
master or
So
something.
I've seen this. I've seen that performance. I didn't know I didn't know that this was the event it was from.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Live Aid,
But I've
yeah.
seen this. I remember this image actually.
Okay, is this true?
Mhm.
Amelia Bedelia wrenched Freddie, great artist, shitty human.
Well,
I
didn't he have
wouldn't
like a
He was
daughter
a-
that he didn't like?
I don't know.
He was
Like
the
that-
party
Well,
boy. He was the
he was
party
a-
boy.
He was a drug addict, and that generally prevents somebody from being a decent human being.
He's not with us anymore. All I can say is that he was great as a vocalist,
Incredible.
and at least that's I think what people remember him for. I
Mhm.
didn't have to hang out with him. I think today, with all the social media, we want to know that every person is nice to everybody and is the best
Mm.
human being that ever walked the earth. But honestly, it's rock and roll. I mean, I listened to bands growing up. I know that their lead singers were bastards, but I don't care because like rock and roll, you want the lead singer to be like an asshole. That's kind of the character that comes out. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, you want the drummer to survive, but
There you go. Alex
want-
Ashton,
You want the
wrench.
rhythm
This is
guitarist
me,
to
yeah,
just kind of be
do
hanging
that.
around.
What's
Yeah.
interesting about this is that when Madonna
Flash.
was on, she was just playing a tambourine. But then when this guy came on, he was on the piano. Do you know what I mean? He was like up and running around. He was like saying, "Hey, yo," and all that stuff, which
Yeah.
kind of
Ew.
destroyed
Ew.
everything that came before it. Do you know what I
And
mean?
it is a flawless live performance too.
It did.
It is not some of the garbage that you get from live performers today, where half of what they're doing is just lip syncing to the music and backing tracks and stuff like that. No, it is a live performance. Everyone is up there.
Yeah.
Everyone is at the top of their game. It is just wildly
Watch,
successful. It's so good.
Watch Phil Collins,
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
and then he played he was really, really nervous. He played a couple of bum notes, and he went,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
and then he just went off the scale, and he was fucking fantastic.
yeah.
It helped him relax. But yeah, such a great day, folks. 40
It was,
years ago.
and the weather was terrific as well on that day.
Yep.
As well. So yeah, English weather.
Okay. I don't think there's any more of this.
Oh, Escape
Okay.
from New York.
Sci-fi action film Escape from New York, starring Kurt Russell, debuted in theaters today in 1981.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's high time I rewatch this. I probably haven't seen this in a decade.
I haven't seen it since last week.
Okay.
Call him Snake.
It never gets old, man. Call me Snake. It really. Oh, and the whole approach to computer graphics,
Yeah.
just so brilliant. So for
Yeah.
those that don't know, they're flying a vector graphics thing through New York. They couldn't afford that, so they built a 30-foot model of the city and lined the buildings in fluorescent tape and flew a tiny camera through there
Yeah.
to simulate
Amazing.
computer graphics.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And it's just such a good film. I thought it was slow, but I still liked it. So
I didn't think it was that slow. I did want to mention, so Live Aid was 1985, right?
mm.
Yep.
Yep.
So radio stations were already dying, but there were still places in the country where you could go and you could sit outside the radio station. You could see the DJs playing. A band would come in like Queen or Tom Petty, and you could hang out and watch them get interviewed. And all the music was live. It wasn't, I mean, they were playing records, but the DJ was live. And that's something that just doesn't exist anymore. And it's really sad.
Nope. Anyway, okay. So yeah, great movie. We'll do another one and then we'll do in the bin. Okay. Full Metal Jacket debuted in theaters today, 1987. The film stars Matthew Modine, Arlie Ermy?
Arlie Ermy.
Okay, I can never say this. Vincent D'Onofrio
D'Onofrio.
and Adam
Matthew
Baldwin.
Modine, Arlie Ermy, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Adam Baldwin, who's not of the Baldwin family.
Are you wearing a peace sign on your helmet, soldier?
That's an iconic poster, isn't it?
It is.
It's funny because this
Iconic.
movie to this day, I forget how much the first half of the movie is just so much better than the second half. It's it's like it's crazy. It's such a weird, flip on itself when they finally do get to Vietnam in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
mean London
Arlie
Docklands.
Ermy just creates his whole career in this film. Like the whole rest of his career was just him redoing this character.
Yeah,
But
even when he voiced over in Toy Story, it was just a PG version of that character.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he does YouTube videos. You can see him playing a drill sergeant and shooting guns on YouTube.
Wait. Wasn't he in Seven as the boss?
Was that him?
That was him, yeah. Same guy.
Was it?
He was.
Okay.
Yes, it was. I think
It
he
might
was
have been the
boss.
only time he didn't play a sergeant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to point. Who just said that he's you do know he's
I might have
dead,
got it
right?
wrong.
Yeah, he's been dead for
I was gonna say he's
sometime.
no longer on YouTube. He
20
died
yeah.
when-
But his
2018.
Roasting. He still he doesn't
No,
want to. He doesn't want to fall out of favor with the algorithm.
his
Yeah.
videos still are though. He
Yeah.
he was very popular among gun tubers.
he still has a bunch of videos that are scheduled for release that he just did ahead of time.
he just scheduled them way back in 2018.
I am
George-
aware he died a few years back, but he
Talking.
isn't that what we do here?
Talking. Georges Rex arranged. Did Kubrick film the Vietnam
He
scene
did. He
in
filmed
London
all of it.
Docklands, I think.
All of it in England. All of it in England because he doesn't like flying.
Me so only love you long time.
Yeah. So the studios wanted him to fly to America, and he said no, and so they flew everything to him, basically. So he shot it over here. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Let's see
So
what's
was
next.
that the famous hookers of Manchester? Me love
Yeah.
you long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, one of my favorite movies.
The Spy Who Loved Me was released on this day, July 13, 1977.
I still think that Roger Moore's shoes in this poster looks weird.
Oh, a little bit. It's like a deck shoe.
Yeah, I know it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very pointy.
Yeah,
I did a little chat action honoring Barbara Bach.
All right.
Mhm.
I love
Some,
this film.
Some
It
common
just films
people.
amazing.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I actually
Great movie.
think this film's a masterpiece. Personally, I do.
It's
But some
up
people
there.
disagree with me. It
Yeah,
is.
It's easily
It
one
is.
of the best Bond films.
It's got the best one-liners. Roger Moore is in his A game. You know what a great villain. You know, it's just pure Bond.
Great song and soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
Turkey McDirtface, love my friend. Nobody does it better. Such a good.
Absolutely
song.
terrific movie. That parachute jump in the beginning was amazing.
Is this true?
You know?
It saved the Bond franchise.
It did, yes.
By
it
now,
did.
Rod Wrench.
It did, yeah. The last two didn't do very well. This
Only to be destroyed last year.
one. yeah.
Yeah.
It honestly is such a terrific movie. It reminds me when I was a kid. I saw this in as everybody knows, I saw this in the Ruby.
Yeah.
The cat didn't jump on me this time, but it was terrific. Yeah, great.
It's
movie.
very of its time, but it's such a good film, folks.
It really is. It's definitely one of the best of the Bond franchise.
And more importantly, Alan Partridge
Yes.
loved it.
Yes. But James, I need you.
So does England.
Brilliant stuff.
It's a great movie, folks. Check it out. Okay. We'll do one more, then we'll skip to In the Bin.
Oh God, yeah. I remember this
Yeah,
controversy.
this.
Yeah.
Did you know this? James Bond's girl was a boy. I think this was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Which movie was
that was
For-
View to
for
a
your eyes
Kill.
only. No, for your eyes only. It was
For your eyes only, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Two
That's a
left.
man.
Yes. He had a sex change.
She was one of the good ones, but we knew it at the time the movie came out. It wasn't a secret. She
Yeah.
was in Playboy or something.
Yeah, she was.
Really?
Or he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Tula Casey, I think was her name.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
think they-
surprised how this all just.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, here you go. Look, Melvin D.
That was not the main Bond girl. It was one of them.
No. She was definitely the side piece.
Des Lynam banged that fella. What?
maybe. But she was in the scene when the black guy gets killed at the swimming pool area. So she was one of the girls at the swimming pool area. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, what's going wrong in modern day? Because all they look ugly now.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about
What's
it.
happening? What?
I don't know.
You would not bat an eyelid with that.
Mm.
Well, technically, it was a signed male at birth, but this
Intersex,
person
yeah.
had an intersex syndrome.
Yeah, XXXY syndrome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I just looked it up because I was like, "How? There's no way that nobody
Yeah.
knew about that."
I remember
Yeah.
hearing about this a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so
looking
there
it
were-
up.
There
She
was something
wasn't-
that needed to be removed, like an extra part.
Yeah, she didn't look like Josh Gad decided he was a girl or anything like that.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
You fancy a bit of that price?
What'd you say?
No, moving on. Okay, let's go. We're going to go to In the Bin, folks.
Okay. Go on then.
I struggled for In the Bin this week.
Did you?
There was
Should have been
really-
Superman.
Do you know? Genuinely, I was going to put the Superman poster in the bin. Genuinely, Ian, but I thought possibly
Yeah.
not because we'd already. Yeah.
But is it
Ugh.
Greta then?
No, I
Is
even
it
looked.
Jute?
Do you know? I even searched Greta to see what
Greta.
she was up to. She's quiet.
Mm,
I was going to do Starmer, but I thought no, I'd get too triggered doing that.
right.
Also, I thought better not see stuff like this get too triggered. Shooty's been quiet, hasn't he, for a bit?
No, well, he's come out saying that he's tired or something.
Come out.
Yeah, I saw some article that he was saying he was tired. I
He
can't
was
remember.
tired of
Of-
being the doctor. It was exhausting him or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there was lots of this going on this week. Old Roundhead.
Nice, motherfucker.
Okay, Ryan Johnson give an update on his Star Wars trilogy. It was all very conceptual. There was never any outline or treatment or anything. Nothing really happened with it. We had a great time working together, and they said, let's keep doing it. I said, great. I would kick ideas around with Kathy. The short version is Knives
Out.
Out
Happened.
Now I'm busy making murder mysteries. It's the sort of thing, if down the line there's an opportunity to do it or do something else in Star Wars, I will be thrilled. But right now, I'm just doing my own stuff and I'm pretty happy. That's all Roundhead, folks.
he's not making murder mysteries because mysteries mean that you don't know who did it.
And that stupid accent that big-eared James Bond potato head keeps doing in that film, it's just ridiculous. Anyway,
So anyway, that's Roundhead. There is another slide, but I can't bother. So yeah, Roundhead. Okay. Let's go to...
what is go? Oh. Who else is in the bin? Oh, is that it?
No, it was another Roundhead because
right.
Roundhead's been hitting Rolling Stone magazine hard this week.
Is he?
Apparently, his movie is opening the BFI this year.
What movie?
His new Knives Out Onions
fuck.
movie.
Oh, freaking kiss my bum. Seriously. I
Yeah.
won't even watch that. I watched 5 minutes of the first one. I thought, this is shit, and turned it off.
Well, he's opening the British Film Industry Film Festival this year then?
Is he? Good luck. British film industry not very clever. Otherwise, they would have created their own version of Hollywood a long time ago.
Finley, again struggling, but one of our mods popped this up in the Twit Twats this week, so I thought I'd put it up. Who saw this?
Everybody saw this.
Best caption wins a moss-covered three-handed reach-around from Price. Who saw that?
I really like this. I was very pleased with the work that Melvin did here.
I like how that you've got a pint of beer, and what has she got there?
Martini.
Martini.
Cosmopolitan,
or something.
I don't get martini or cosmopolitan off of her. I definitely get like straight whiskey sense out of Stanley Cup out of her.
Honestly, I don't. I'm trying to remember what she drank, and I don't actually quite remember what drink she had.
But she didn't look like that, though, did she? With the glasses and the square head.
She had blonde hair more, and she was thin and dressed like a woman. I know nobody believes me. That is the honest truth.
No, we believe you. We believe you. Yeah.
I mean, she there was plenty of times where she was shown dressed as a woman. It doesn't mean that she wasn't doing it as an act.
No, it may have been an act, but the thing is, I don't know if you know that. I don't feel like getting into the story again, but basically,
It's fine.
this is something. This is like 20 years ago or something. 18, 19, 20 years, something ago. I was sitting in a bar, and it was a place I used to go to a lot, and she was there, and I met her. And only years later did it finally occur to me that it was the same person that, like, for an evening was sitting next to me drinking drinks and talking to me about movies, and it was her. But what I keep telling people is that at the time she was thin, she was blonde, she had like a presentation that was more feminine, and it doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying that like she just looked very different than she does today, and nobody believes me.
And she was also like pointing out the women and asking your opinion on them and stuff. Was that like the first
No, nothing
clue?
like that.
Or-
I'm just saying that her sort of energy and vibe seemed more feminine than what you would see today. She worked at the time for Harvey W, and
he definitely would have wanted her, even if she wasn't didn't swing that way. He was the kind of person who would have wanted her to look more feminine just around.
Well, and
Right,
in
that's
her
what I'm saying.
just career wise,
Yeah.
and the vibe in Hollywood at the time.
Nice.
Yes, it would have been much more likely for her to appear and look feminine, and later on, as it would have changed, her career would have gotten better as the vibe in Hollywood changed. And
Yeah, she
now
was in that bar. She was like, "Hey, do you think Harvey Weinstein would like that chick over there?" And you were like, "I don't know."
Price, was she asking for your opinion about space lesbian witches?
No, she didn't ask any of that. We were talking about movies and stuff, and she also was telling me what she did in the industry, and she said that she worked for Harvey, and that's what I always tell you, that I'm like, wow, you have the best job in entertainment, and I was so excited, and I from what I recall even saw like a business card. I think it was like a Miramax business card where her name was on it, and I was blown away by this because I saw like Pulp Fiction had that logo. I knew that name, and I
She
just
blew
like,
you away.
what'd you say?
No, moving on.
In any case, I was really
She was
impressed.
just there. She was like, "Hey, what are some of your favorite
Fair enough.
series that I can ruin in the future?"
I was basically more excited about who she was working for than she was, something that I didn't understand at the time, but now I understand it more. but for me, but the thing is, I didn't know he was like a good or bad person. I just knew that he was this guy that does like these great movies. So I was really excited because I was studying film. So
Price,
it was an interesting experience, but that's it.
Price, you've got a
Yes.
fan. Gap after
Oh,
dark.
wow.
Price, your voice is so
Well, at least
sexy.
there's something I do good.
And Price, I want to
What
tell
is
you,
not correct,
we
Mike?
believe you. We believe you. We trust you. It's not we don't believe you. It's just, in fact, you're probably the only person that could tell this story, and we would believe it because the subject matter is so incredulous.
There
But
you go. Female silver usurper. Wait. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
It was, wasn't it?
Is his name on like a just a personal ban list, or will that screw up your stream for mentioning it? Like I didn't just me saying it didn't get you demonetized again because that would
No,
really
I
suck.
think
I
people
don't
say it, but I just try to steer away from it because I don't know how these things work. So I just say Harvey W.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was just gonna say that would be really suck.
Z3PO. Wow, I think we got an imposter. 1997, 2004 were the big years for power lasers in the biz. Wow.
Well, my caption on this was her telling the squid, well, technically you're made of carpet.
And on that bombshell, we have one super chat that I nearly missed. Should we do it?
Go for it.
Okay. Mega Spider-Man wrenched €5. Nice having Dark Hour back. It is. Surprise, some of you found Superman woke. We didn't, did we?
Well,
Oh,
Semi woke
so
or cleverly woke.
teasing.
Yeah.
Teasing
Subversively.
it's definitely not the
subversively
wokest
woke.
of things you'll ever see.
Yeah,
Teasing.
subversively woke.
I just thought it was trope filled. But that's
Well,
the
it's
same thing.
because Mega Spider-Man. It's because you can't see it. But I give you this, right? What happened to James Bond? What happened to somebody help me out here? Films that actually taken main characters and actually made them soft or not made them
James
the
Bond.
character that James Bond's a prime example that literally happened, and then the Star Wars
Luke
franchise,
Skywalker.
Luke
Ant-Man
Skywalker.
deconstructed the shit out of
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
And also Mega Spider-Man. I'll give you the what is it? The trilogy that Gunn did. You know, the
Guardians.
Guardians of the
Guardians.
Galaxy. Look at Star-Lord in
Started
the
off
first
strong.
movie, and then the last movie, he doesn't even win a girlfriend. He's this sad, lonely person that goes back to his uncle.
Yeah, the
So-
men are weak and crybabies, and the
Yeah.
women are the girl bossy
And
bosses.
then, I would say to you, Mega Spider-Man, did
You're
Superman
wrong.
Did Superman win a fight? No.
Okay,
Did he get beaten all the time?
Did Superman save Lois, or did Lois save Superman?
Exactly. So
Also-
that's why we're saying it.
Also, I want to just say this is that the whole idea of this kind of anti-Western colonial thing that was going on there,
A lot of that
yes,
going
it
on.
was more subtle. Gunn isn't blunt. I said it. He's not blunt like those MCU idiots from Rick and Morty. He's more sophisticated than that. But if you don't think that he's pushing his little anti-patriarchy, anti-West, making the main character who's a man kind of outshined by all the people around him. This is all happening in that movie. It's just not as aggressive. We keep saying that sometimes we have aggressive, that it's like hitting you over the head with a hammer. He
Yep.
doesn't do that. But if you're already used to seeing this stuff, it's all there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mega Spider-Man asks a question to all favorite Cillian Murphy film. Plus, why not?
I don't like Cillian Murphy, so he gives me the serial killer creeped out vibe. But come on, man, Oppenheimer was a masterpiece. So
Batman Begins.
Oppenheimer.
Batman Begins. Anybody else?
You know, my personal taste in movies is that if I had to throw in a Cillian Murphy movie now, it would be Batman Begins because I really like that movie. Oppenheimer is one that I thought he was
Dunkirk?
great in, and maybe it's a better movie, but it's not one that I feel like sitting around and watching all day.
I liked Dunkirk. He was in that.
Oh, Dunkirk's good as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
like, like which ones of these count as like does Batman Begins count as a movie? 'Cause he
He's
is
more of a side character.
more of a
yeah.
side
because
character.
if that counts,
Yeah.
then it's that. It's
Yeah, it was like he's in Inception,
yeah.
but he's not.
Another-
lead.
Was it? It was in Sunshine, wasn't it? That was a good movie.
Yeah,
too. It wasn't
Sunshine.
weird.
Yes.
Rachel Percy just said Red Eye.
Yeah. Okay.
That was pretty good.
Okay, I'm the freak. I've seen Oppenheimer like 6 times. I freaking love it.
Damn.
I'm a nuclear engineer. What do you want?
Okay. I think that's it, folks. Far too long on Superman. But it's just
And
what
on
it is.
Leslie Headland.
Yeah.
It
Well,
needed,
not,
news of
not,
the week.
not
It is what it
enough
needed to be.
time on Leslie Headland. But cheers. We've been The thing is, we've been waiting for Superman, folks. I kind of thought it was important. I think we were all pretty much spot on with what we thought it was going to be like, and we were not disappointed. So, chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats, turning up, listening to this sausage fest, talking shite as we do. So, chat, you are the best. We will see you next time. Don't forget, Wayfarer's got his Hans Zimmer gig on after this. So, I am going to thank the panel. Bear with me. Professor R2. Cheers, Prof.
Cheers, Brown. Always great to be here, and always great to hang out with this panel and this wonderful chat.
The sexy voice, Price of Reason.
Hey, is the plugging now or are we plugging later?
Go on, plug away.
Okay, this time my main channel. You know what? Because it's been a while. I'm putting my main channel. If somebody wants to subscribe, I always welcome new subscribers.
Go on then. Are you going to post the link or anything? No,
Oh yeah,
He
just
did,
post
right?
the link.
He
yes.
posted it. Yeah.
He
I'm
said,
done,
like,
I'm
literally
good.
as he said it, he hit the enter button.
Okay. The Mega I'm typing, by the way. Mega Geek, cheers, Ian.
Oh, yep, no worries, guys.
It's the Fur Boss.
Cheers, man. I'd like to use my plug time to plug our
Yeah,
Fearless
go on,
Leaders
plug. Oh, that's
first
me, isn't it?
single, dropping on Beatport, and I'm dropping the link now. He is a serious musician, folks. Go
I'm
check him
trying to
out.
be.
And we are trying to break 5,000 subscribers. So
Good luck
grab
with
all
that.
the pets you know, all your friends, your grandparents. I don't care what you need to do to threaten
Yeah,
them.
tell your friends, folks. Come on, we need to get some growth. Come on, it's just
Yeah,
getting on my tits now.
yeah. I thought this was my plug, man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, man, I don't know what I'd do without this place to come to on Sunday nights. So
I
everybody,
think
let's
do you
go.
know what? I think we're all in a nutshell. I think we're all the same, to be fair. But there you go.
All right. Well, let's show Mr. Brown some love.
Okay,
and
that's
thank
the
you.
link for my single, folks. See if we can get it in the top 10 of Beatport. That'd be amazing if we could.
I think I
Love you,
shared
chat.
it the other day. It's great.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
told you it's really good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
I shared it on my Twitter.
And last but by no means least, genuinely great to have him back. It is he's a big boy now in the YouTube sphere. Dark Hour, cheers, my friend.
Thank you, Brownie. And you know what? I know that you keep saying it, but like, I still consider you the godfather of my channel. You know, everybody who's always helped me come up and everything. It's, you know, I appreciate everything that everybody does for me. I'm getting close to 15,000 subs, but you know, I don't like to think. I always think that I could do more and help, like, you know, help other people's channels. So yes, definitely go and
Good
and
attitude to have, my friend.
and if you're watching this, if you know you came from because I posted it in my community page, subscribe to the guy. I mean, he puts in a lot of good work, a lot of great streams here. I've been on plenty of them. He's had other great, you know, guests, and he has great regulars.
Press the subscribe button.
but not twice. Hey, was that your secret, switching from green to red? Is that how you broke 100,000?
No, this is This is only one of my. So I have a lot of variations of this avatar. This is my Superman variation. So
Okay.
green will always be my signature color.
Okay, I will just say, folks, regarding Dark Hour, hard work pays off.
Thank you.
And
saying retard a bunch doesn't
Yes.
hurt either.
yeah, that helps as well.
You know what it is? I'll tell you this, but before, the last thing
closing
I'll say,
thoughts, go on, man.
I'll closing thought. Just once I embraced once I embraced like the angry guy from New Jersey, that's when my channel took off. It was as if you can find the you that you can make people realize that this is who you
Authenticity, my friend.
Authenticity.
That is the number one selling. Yeah. And on that bombshell, Beast up tomorrow, possibly. Don't know. Trev is on Tuesday. We're doing a movie roast on Wednesday. A very, 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 very special movie roast. And on that bombshell, if we don't see you during the week, folks, we're back at the weekend. Have a great week, everybody. Take care, everybody. Bollocks.